Okay, for the Rays and Orioles in Tampa St. Pete, we're going to go right to the ninth. Rays closer Rafael Soriano pitching. Orioles up 1, bases loaded, 2 outs. Remember, Miguel Tejada ended last season with a 21-game hitting streak. 0 for 5 in this game. Bottom 9, new Orioles closer Mike Gonzalez. 1 on, 1 out. Kelly Shopik. Get out! Or will it? Did it? Is it? A walk-off? What is it? Ball hits under the yellow line, stays in the park. Shopik missed it by that much. But he's on second with a double. Carl Crawford 0 for 3 at this point. Bases loaded, 1 out. That's Sean Rodriguez will score. That ties it. Shopik slides in. He's way safe. Crawford, the walk-off hit. The Rays win it 4-3. Your final.
Matt Garza, 18-9 against the AL East for his career. Division game against the Orioles. Pitched very effectively against Nolan Reimold. Brian Roberts swinging. Luke Scott, may I help you? No thanks, I'm just looking. 8 innings of work, 1 earned run. He struck out 9. Bottom 5, Rays down 2-1. 2 men on, Evan Longoria up. That'll be good for a 2-run double off Jeremy Guthrie, and the Rays with a 3-2 lead. Bottom 8, same score, Longoria. That one is headed for Wisteria Lane off Clay Meredith. Second home of the season for Longoria. Rays going to win it.
Can the Rays sweep the O's? Yankees in town Friday. Tampa fans waiting to come to the ballpark for that one. Top 2, no score. Miguel Tejada right back at Jeff Neiman. Alone Neiman. Hit him right on the shoulder, his throwing shoulder. Take another look, and Neiman had to come out of the game with a shoulder bruise. He's listed as day-to-day. Said he hoped to be back for his next start. Okay, Orioles up 3-2, 6th inning. 2 on, 1 out. Garrett Atkins against Grant Balfour. 2-runner score. A 4-run 6th inning. Orioles take a 5-2 lead there. Bottom of 9, bases loaded, 2 outs. Ben Zobrist facing Mike Gonzalez, who whiffed the first 2, then loaded him up. He's going to keep you on the edge of your seat, is how manager Tremblay described his closer, Orioles.
Against the Rays, but he has never beaten them as a Yankee. Bottom of the first, nastiness on Carl Crawford. Next batter, Ben Zobrist, swinging. CC feeling good early in the 5th. 2 on for Mark Teixeira. Hitless in his first 17 at-bats on the season. The line drive down the first baseline. The captain, Derek Jeter, all the way from first. First hit this year for Teixeira. He added 2 more on the day. Yankees up 4-0. Bottom of the 6th now. Sabathia working on a no-no and getting help from Teixeira. Robbing Jason Bartlett, the Gold Glover, preserving CC's no-hitter through 6. And the defense from the infield for the Yankees came up real big for CC in the 7th. Baseball tradition. Sabathia left all alone in the dugout. B.J. Upton trying to snap the no-no. And the A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, the stop and throw in time. The infield corners looking very good with the defense. Sabathia no-hitter through 7 in the 8th. Willie Ibar leading off. And he takes a piece of Sabathia there. Robinson Cano making it look so easy. He also homered in this game. No-no still intact. 1 down in the 8th. Next batter, Pat Burrell. Sabathia getting Burrell to fly out to center, so 2 outs in the 8th still. No hits. The bagel, though. Next batter, goodbye. Kelly Shopik, career .241 hitter. Former Indian teammate of CC, finding the hole in shallow left. Goodbye no-hitter. Joe Girardi, he said he was going to pull CC out regardless. Well, CC said there would have been a fight. Afterwards, Yankees win 10-0.
Going your way, people. Yankees Rays. Where? Tampa, you got it. Points in the paint. Teams have split the first 2 games. Yanks down 2-1, man on second. Joe Madden going to yank. James Shields going to spin Jorge Posada around. And, well, maybe you should have left him on the left side of the plate. 2-run shot. Second of the year, Yanks take a 3-2 lead. Randy Choate, who came in, failed in his mission. As you can see, it bothers the man. A.J. Burnett, 4-0 against the Rays last season. Up 4-2, Evan Longoria. Pops one up high in the sky, except there's a roof, which prevents it getting all the way to the sky. That'll eventually drop. Joe Girardi thinks it hits the speaker. Umpires get together. They're going to rule it a single, and Joe's going to like, shouldn't we get to catch that ball or play defense or something? After a walk, Carlos Pena, bases loaded. B.J. Upton, 2 outs. Upton, oh no, not another pop-up. But this time, Teixeira's got an eye on it. Doesn't hit any paneling or speakerage or any kind of girding up there. Burnett goes 7 innings, giving up 2 runs Same score, 2-on, Alex Rodriguez. Welcome to the ball game. Jeter Teixeira will score ahead of A-Rod there. Yankees going to win it 7-3. A-Rod, big double there.
Things not good in Baltimore. Orioles started 1-6. People aren't coming out to Camden Yards. Cold and losing. A bad combination in baseball. Evan Longoria, the top of the 8th of Jim Johnson. Gabe Kapler and Jason Bartlett scored. That tied the game at 3. Later in the inning, Rays now up 4-3. B.J. Upton off Will Ullman. Longoria comes around to score. Rays go up 5-3. They got all 5 in the 8th. And Joe Madden, their manager, said it's a testament to their focus. Bottom 8, Luke Scott. Pinch hitting off Randy Cho. 2-run shot. His second of the year, game tied at 5. But Carlos Pena in the dugout in between innings told Cho, don't worry, I'll take care of it. Consider it taken care of. Pena 3 for 5 with a home run and 4 RBI. Rays win at 8-6.
Fenway Park, Boston and Tampa Bay. Told you about the wet weather in New York just now. It's going to catch up to them here in Fenway. Carl Crawford successfully stolen a base in 27 straight attempts against the Sox and takes off on Josh Beckett, and Jason Varitek's throw not getting it done. 28 in a row. Later in the at-bat for Ben Zobrist, Adrian Beltre plays kickball. Crawford scores from second, so he put himself into scoring position, and looks like Beltre may have lost that one in the lights. Rays up 1. Bottom 5, Varitek against Wade Davis. Over the monster, solo. Varitek's third, and this game's tied at 1. Bottom 6. Runner on first, David Ortiz against Grant Balfour. And down the line, Kevin Youkilis looking to score from first, but not wearing his PF Flyers. Game remains tied. Top 9, still tied. B.J. Upton against Jonathan Papelbon. Upton strikes out swinging, and they got it to 9. Mother Nature says, we'll talk to you later. Straight wins.
Rays and Red Sox in Boston. Traditional daytime start on Patriots Day. The Red Sox trying to snap a 4-game losing streak. And turning to the former Angel, John Lackey. Got that big deal to come to Boston. Top third, Rays up 1-0. Jason Bartlett up. Jeremy Hermida can't make the catch. Bartlett safe at second on the error. One of 5 Red Sox errors in the 4-game series with the Rays. All 3 outfielders misplayed balls in the early innings. Lackey, 8 runs, 9 hits, and 3 in the third with some help from his friends. And some help from his enemies. Evan Longoria. That'll be good for a 2-run double, and the Rays up 3-0. Still in the third, 2 on, 2 outs for B.J. Upton. And Upton jumping all over that one. Now, Bill Hall thinks he might be able to make a play, but he's working out of the bullpen, or working into the bullpen. 3-run homer for Upton, and take another look at last thing the Red Sox need is another injured outfielder. Hall hits the wall hard. Boston Marathon going on during the game out in the city streets. Bottom third, Jeff Neiman pitching well for the Rays. Look at that. Gets Dustin Pedroia, one of just 2 strikeouts. Neiman gets Victor Martinez, 7 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. Rays win at 8-2. They get their first sweep of 3 games or more ever at Fenway Park. And the question is, what's going on with the Red Sox? They're a 9-1 road trip, and they had Matt Garza on the mound. He'd given up just 2 earned runs in 24 innings pitched. Stingy. Top first, though, Garza in trouble. Blue Jays up 1-0 with 2 on, and they're coming home courtesy of Alex Gonzalez. Garza not afraid to show his emotion on the mound, and he was not exactly peachy about that. Jose Bautista doubles the left center. Gonzalez scores from second. Garza 5 innings, 8 hits, 5 earned runs. Top 6, 6-1 Blue Jays. Grant Balfour's pitch is called low. Deanna Navarro kind of hangs in there, waits for the strike call, doesn't get it, and then he's having some words with the home plate umpire, Dan Bellino. He didn't get many words out, but he did get a small chest bump. They're both wearing chest protectors, so nobody was hurt, but Navarro may be hurt financially for that. Bottom 9, 6-5 Blue Jays. Kevin Gregg in to save the game against Ben Zobrist. Jays have won 6 straight on the road, their best streak away from home in 7 years.
Best team in baseball, your Tampa Bay Rays, hosting the Jays in St. Pete, of course. Jose Molina had a terrific day behind the plate. Here he's going to throw out Carl Crawford. He did what? Threw out Carl Crawford, throwing out B.J. Upton, attempting a steal. Nice unis. Stop running on this guy. Molina throws out Sean Rodriguez, attempting to steal in the bottom of the third. So first, second, third. Do I hear fourth? You do. Throws out Crawford again. Jose Molina, first catcher since 2002 to throw out 4 base runners in a game. Last guy to do that was Charles Johnson. Meanwhile, David Price was dealing for the Rays, strikes out Randy Ruiz. In the ninth, gets Adam Lind. He's going to get Vernon Wells as well. First Major League Baseball complete game for Price. He told Ravitch on Baseball Tonight, wasn't even his best stuff of the season.
Rays, A's, Tampa Bay, your AL East leader. Less than 11,000 fans attended this game. Come on! 2-0, bottom two. Jason Bartlett singles to left, 2 runners score. So it's 4-0 Rays. Let's check out the Ben Sheets, Pat Burrell matchup here, because they had a history in Milwaukee and Philadelphia. Burrell 7 for 18, 2 homers, lifetime against Sheets. So here we are, bottom 3, tied, 2 on for Burrell. 1-0 count. He fouled off the breaking ball, and then another breaking ball, strike 2, and then he fouls the fastball back, and then, oh, you feel so good. Burrell's 3rd career home run against Sheets, who gives up 8 earned in this game in 4 innings. It's 3-run shot, 7-4, and then Grant Balfour gets Derek Barton in an 8-6 game with 2 on, 12th win in their last 14 games.
To prevent the goal.
A's, Rays, where are the dancers? Gabe Gross to left, Carl Crawford. Oh, take care of Sammy. The grab there. Hey, man, this just in. The Rays are really good.
Best record even better. They had the Royals in town again on Friday. No hoodie for Joe Madden. Bottom second, Evan Longoria. Oh, Brian Bannister. It's not coming back. Longoria's 5th of the season. Rays taking an early 1-run lead. Bannister gave up just 2 hits, both of them to Longoria. Top 4. David DeJesus pops it up. Carlos Pena flips over the railing and into the dugout. And Pena holds on to get DeJesus. Top 9, game tied at 1, bases loaded for Alberto Callaspo. Carl Crawford prepares to make the throw home. Scott Pacetic tags up at 3rd. Crawford's throw doesn't make it, and the Royals go up 2-1. Bottom 9, Rays down 3-1. Runners on the corners for Longoria. That's well hit. Looks like it could be a long out. Pacetic, great catch at the wall. Royals going to win at 3-1. Just the 3rd loss in 17 games for Tampa Bay.
It's the top play, but not the win.
Number 2, Royals and Rays. David DeJesus pops it up. Carlos Pena over the railing into the dugout. All that matters is that he held on and he made top plays.
Tampa Bay Rays taking on the Royals. Joe Madden and company looking to avoid their 2nd straight loss to the Royals. Top second, 1-0 KC. Runner on 3rd, 2 out. Chris Getz. He beats the throw to 1st, and Willie Bloomquist would score. Royals go up 2-0. Fundamental baseball. Bottom second, Rays down 2-1. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Navarro on the ground. Kyle Davies, great stop with the foot and gets the runner at 2nd. Royals can't turn the double play. Let's go to the 8th. We're tied. Runners on 1st and 2nd. Carlos Pena in the box. The liner to Chris Getz, who makes the throw to 2nd for the double play. That ends the inning. The Rays just 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position in this game. Runners on 1st, runner on 1st, 1 out, top 9. Alberto Callaspo to Carlos Pena. There's a double play. It would go to extras. Top 11 now, bags full, 2 out. And Alberto Callaspo this time makes it happen with a double. That scores Scott Podsednik and Alex Gordon. 16 RBIs for Callaspo, 13 of them on the road. Royals take their 2nd straight from Tampa Bay.
Hey, how'd you like to be Wade Davis, the Rays' 5th starter? He's faced the opposing team's opening day starter in all 5 of his starts, including that man, Zach Greinke. Sunday, the reigning AL Cy Young Award winner and Evan Longoria, the solo shot off Greinke. Longoria's 6th. The Rays had a 1-0 lead. That's really all they need. Bottom of the 5th. 2 down. Reed Brignac is hit by a pitch from Greinke. Now watch from the here's something you don't see every day department. Hits him in the foot and then comes up and knocks his helmet off. He'd be okay. Top of the 7th, 1 on and 2 out. Chris Getz, no relation to Leo. Chop back at Wade Davis. Davis, 7 innings, 3 hits, no earned, 5 strikeouts. He'd improved to 3-0. Way to go, 5th starter. Rays 1 out away from the win. Rafael Soriano strikes out Rick Ankiel. Greinke was strong, 8 innings.
Former Philly John Kruk says the Rays are baseball's best team. Let's check them out against the Mariners Tuesday night in Seattle. James Shields. Ichiro on 1st. Sean Figgins at bat, and Shields picks Ichiro off 1st base. Carlos Pena with the tag. Only base runner in the first 3 innings, and now he's out. Top 3rd down. Ben Zobrist at the plate facing Jason Vargas. 2 outs with the man on 1st. That's going to be trouble. Over in the corner, Zobrist with a double. Carl Crawford scores all the way from first. He can run, and the Rays up 1-0. Top 5, Rays up 2-0. Evan Longoria, nobody on, so that makes that a solo home run. Longoria's 7th home run of the season. Rays up 3-0. 3 hits for Longoria in the game. Bottom 6, Mariners trailing 3-1. As you can see, bases loaded. Milton Bradley up 2-2 count. Froze him. Bradley down looking, so 2 away now. Next batter is Ken Griffey Jr. Changeup, got him. Shields, 8 innings of work, 10 Ks. Rays have won 10 of their first 11 on the road. A straight loss as they took on the Rays. Lee had it working early. Top 2nd gets Carlos Pena with a fastball. B.J. Upton couldn't catch up to one. And then Gabe Kapler swinging. And then Jason Bartlett swinging. Lee looking sharp early. We go bottom 4 now. 1 on, 1 out. Franklin Gutierrez at the plate facing Matt Garza, who's also been doing some things for Tampa Bay, but not against Gutierrez. 2-run shot for him. His 3rd of the year. It's 2-0 Mariners. Top 5, Rays down 2-1. 1 on, 1 out for Bartlett. That'll be good for a double. Jason Bartlett advances at 3rd with nobody covering. And the game is tied at 2. So we go to the 8th. Lee starts to falter, facing Evan Longoria. Not that other pitchers haven't faltered against Longoria. Carl Crawford coming around. And the Rays with a 3-2 lead. 2 batters later, here comes B.J. Upton. Base hit off Lee up the middle. Longoria scores from 3rd. Rays take a 5-2 lead. Lee goes 8 innings, gives up 10 hits, 5 runs, 5 Ks.
7 overall, 11-1 on the road. Top 2, Carlos Pena walked, and Ryan Roland Smith going to give that up to B.J. Upton, who came in 1 for 16 in his last 5 games. Pena scores, Rays up 1-0. Top 4, 2-0. Upton walked. Willie Ibar doubles, and Upton scores off Roland Smith, and the Rays are up 3-0. Top 5, 2 on, Rays up 4-zip. Evan Longoria, 12-game hit streak. Carl Crawford scores. Roland Smith leaves us shortly thereafter. Jeff Neiman pitching well. Franklin Gutierrez, swinger. Jose Lopez, swinger. Ryan Langerhans, swinger. Neiman 7 innings, 4 hits, no runs, 6 Ks. Rays win 8-0. They're 12-1 on the road, 21-7 overall.
Season their best start ever, and they just keep on rolling. Rays up 1-0 in the 7th. Sean Rodriguez up with 2 on and 1 out. That's a drive of Gio Gonzalez. Rajay Davis not quite tall enough. 2 runs come in to score. Rodriguez got a little greedy. Going for 3, and he's out, but the damage was done. The Rays up 3-0. A's threatening now. Bottom of the 8th. Derek Barton up. Bases loaded and 2 away. Over to 3rd. Evan Longoria's throw pulls Carlos Pena off the bag. Jake Fox crosses the plate. A's down 3-1 now. Next batter is Ryan Sweeney.
1-2 pitch again.
And that will end the threat. David Price, 3 hits in 7+. The Rays keep right on rolling. They win this one 4-1. They've been doing...
Ben Sheets and the A's trying to slow that road roll on Saturday. Sheets doing his part, protecting the 3-2 lead in the 4th. Strikes out B.J. Upton. Next batter, Pat Burrow. He goes down looking. 2 outs. Reed Brignac, 2 batters later. Sheets, who had given up 17 runs in his last 2 starts, dominated on Saturday. 6 in the 3rd, 4 hits to earn 8 Ks on the day. Top 7, still 3-2, 2 on, 1 out. Jason Bartlett, the 3rd. John Jaso trying to come home. Bad idea. Caught up in the rundown. He's tagged out. There are 2 outs in the inning. So Jared Blevins comes in. Men on 2nd and 3rd. Carl Crawford, dangerous, not there. Rays still down 3-2. Bottom 7, still 3-2. Lance Cormier facing Derek Barton. Barton! Through the infield for the single. Eric Patterson scores. A's snap a 3-game slide. Make that 13-2 now on the road for Tampa Bay. 4-2, your final.
The proud mama's boy, raised by his mother and his grandmother, the Rays' best record in baseball. First batter of the game. Jason Bartlett wanted to ruin things right away, and look at Kevin Kuzminoff spear that one. Nothing happening in the 1st. In the 2nd, 3-1 count to Evan Longoria. Jim Wolf says, I believe that is a strike. Longoria thought maybe ball 4. And then Longoria, next pitch, flies out. Rajay Davis has got it. Braden, oh yeah, no worries. Pulse at about 62 through 2 innings. We go to the 4th, up 2-0, full count. Bartlett grounds to Kuzminoff at 3rd. Got that. Take another look here. Bartlett and Kuzminoff playing. At this point, it's their ball game. Braden trying to stay involved. Next guy up, Carl Crawford hitting 308. Swing and a miss. 2 we got. Next guy up, Ben Zobrist. A ground ball over to short. That'll end the inning. Braden, to this point, a clean sheet, as they'd say in the soccer world. Hadn't given up a hit or a walk, nothing else. Top of the 5th. Rays now down 4-0. Longoria laying down the drag, bunt rolls foul, and he was booed as lustily as you can be by 12,000 people. They did not like it. Later in the at-bat, Longoria, strike 3, 1 we got. After Pena flew out, 2, B.J. Upton then grounding over to, and there's Kuzma. Look at that guy, huh? 3 outs, and Braden now perfect through 5, and now that's starting to get everybody's attention there. Remember the E1, that's on the Rays, not on his team. Into the 7th. Braden still looking good. Bartlett, left field. That's 1. It's getting good here. Rays, remember, had Mark Burley throw a perfect game at him just 10 months ago, back on July 23rd. Crawford down again. Zobrist flies out to right field. Dallas Braden perfect through 7, but got the middle of the order coming up. Longoria, Pena, Upton in the 8th. Longoria hitting .325. It's his bat on the ball, but way out in front of that changeup. Just lofts it out there to center field. There's your can of corn. All right, we are now 5 outs away from perfection. Pena pops up in foul territory, and look at Kuzmanov make a nice play here. He's running. If you're in August and you're down 9, that ball falls. But when you're going after a perfect game, you will chase it into your dugout. And then Upton. We got 24 Upton and 24 down. 3 outs away. Braden, perfect. Going to the 9th. Out he comes. The crowd cheering for their man. Willie Ibar, first guy. Little soft liner over there to first. Bit scary, but nothing on it. 1 out. Next batter, Deanna Navarro. To left field. That's on a line. All right, we're good. We're good. At this point, I imagine the fielders are like, don't hit it to me. Hit it to anybody else but me. 27th batter for the Rays is Gabe Kapler. Here's the showdown. Kapler, Dallas Braden.
Pennington, he's got it. Throw to first. He did it. He did it. Dallas Braden has thrown a perfect game.
Braden then embraced by Landon Powell. His catcher big hug there. And there it is. 0-0-0-0. No runs, no hits. The air is on the other team. Last out again. Braden watching him. Oh, yeah, make that throw. Yes, to the light of him and those in the 209, Stockton, California. Braden fired up. He wasn't terribly nervous. You'll hear from him momentarily. Watching, there's the throw. Great joy for him. And then he calls over his grandmother. Very emotional moment here. Braden's mother, who helped raise him, passed away when he was in high school, so he certainly honors her memory, and then he and grandmother get together and celebrate. He said his grandmother deserved it more than he did. Oakland wins it 4-0. Dallas Braden, the perfect game, the second Oakland pitcher to throw a perfect game. Catfish Hunter threw one 42 years ago, but he did his on May 8th, not May 9th. Slightly different. A's did score 4 runs, and it was his catcher Powell who drove in the 1 run Braden needed. That was in the 2nd. All told, the A's had 12 more hits than the Rays in this thing. Tampa Bay 13-1 on the road before losing it. The rattlesnake den that is McAfee Coliseum Saturday.
They got nothing to say. It was perfect. Once we got in our groove, and I started feeling myself a little. I knew I was getting ahead, like you said. And, I mean, you never imagine all those goose eggs. You just try to go out there and compete.
Take us through the final at bat. What you were thinking with 1 more out for a perfect game?
I was thinking it was either going to be a knuckleball or a gyro ball or maybe underhand right-handed. I don't know. Just any way to get him out of there. He was battling the AB before. I knew he was going to come again. You know, none of those guys are easy outs. It's a pretty tough lineup over there to turn over. So, things just went right today. Feels pretty cool. You know, it's without a doubt a team effort. You got 8 guys out there chasing balls and knocking balls down for me. So, you know what? This is ours. Not just mine. This is ours.
Road trip. Ouch. Matt Garza and company coming off Dallas Braden's perfect game in Oakland. Torrey Hunter. Carl Crawford. What a great catch, but Eric Ibar tags and scores from 3rd. Crawford limits the damage, but the run scores. We may see Crawford later on in top place. Top 9, now Angels up 4-2. Brian Fuentes has already given up a home run to Ibar. Facing Ever Longoria now, 2 on and 2 outs. First pitch he saw. It's going to be trouble. Jason Bartlett's coming in. Ben Zobrist right behind him. Game tied at 4. The Rays trying to find a way. They lost 13 of their last 14 in Anaheim coming in. After hitting a batter, Fuentes facing John Jaso. Wild pitch. Both runners advance, so the go-ahead run now at 3rd. Later in the at-bat, Fuentes, he's losing control. Mike Napoli able to scoop that one out of the dirt. Napoli saves a run. Later in the at-bat, full count. And he got Jason a little flare out. So Fuentes got out of that one. All right, bottom 11 now tied at 4. Juan Rivera up. Kendra Morales on second with one away. Grant Balfour can't find the strike zone now. Morales advances to third. Later in the at-bat, Rivera up in the air. Only question, is it deep enough? And the answer is yes. Here comes Morales. And it is time to bounce in Anaheim. Angels off to a winning start back at wow. And at number 1, Rays and Angels. Remember Carl Crawford's catch at the All-Star game last year? Well, check out that one. Unbelievable. He had no margin for error. Might be an inside the park home run if it gets by him. But he made the grab. That's all that matters. And Carl Crawford is number 1 on SportCenter's top players. Top first, Casimir facing Evan Longoria with 2 out. Got him looking. Casimir looking sharp early. Casimir in a jam in the third. Runners on the corners. Ben Zobrist lays it down. Jason Bartlett scores from third. Rays up 2-0. Manufacturing one there. Longoria up. Runner on third and 2 out. That'll get past Casimir. Bartlett scores. Casimir chased after 5 innings. He threw 108 pitches. Rays up 3-0. Top 7, and just so Casimir didn't take it personally, Longoria touched up Scott Shields, too. And for a 3-run home run, Longoria's 8th on the season. 8th inning, Angels down 6-2, but they got a chance to do some things. Bases loaded for Howie Kendrick. It's not going to help. Grant Balfour gets him 2 away. Next batter is Michael Ryan. And that's not going to hurt a bit. Rays going to win it 7-2. Longoria with 4. Jared Weaver, David Price, both 4-1 on the season. Top first, B.J. Upton with the bases loaded and 1 out, and Weaver gets him. But after the play, catcher Ryan Buddy starts to run to the dugout with 2 outs. Weaver's like, dude, the inning's not over. That could have been a disaster. Next batter's Pat Burrell. Oh, that is a disaster. Buddy lets the pitch get away. Carl Crawford comes in to score. Rays up 2-0, and, well, Buddy's just ready for that inning to be over. David Price, 1.91 ERA coming in. It's Kendra Morales, 96 miles per hour on the gun there. Mike Napoli, 96 miles per hour for him, 2-6 in the third, 7 hits, 2 earned runs for Price. Top of the 4th now, back to Weaver facing Carlos Pena. Swung at a bad one there, and then gets Burrow, too. Weaver struck out 12, went 7 innings, gave him just 1 earned run. Top 5, Ben Zobrist up with runners on the corners, and Buddy's having problems again. Bartlett comes in to score. Rays going to win it 4-3. Price wins his 3rd straight decision. Rays number in the loss column Friday. Rays 0-10 all time on May 14th, hosting the Mariners. First inning, 1 on, 1 out. Franklin Gutierrez back from missing 2 games with a stiff back. His 4th home run of the year. It's 2-0 Mariners. Adam Moore and Mike Sweeney also went deep. Bottom 8, Rays down 4-1. 1 on, 1 out. Evan Longoria, clutch situation. He delivers. Longoria's 9th of the year. Rays down 4-3. Bottom 9 now, David Ardsma looking to close it out. John Jaso, sit down. Reed Brignac, he got him too. Joe Madden and the Rays go down 4-3. Ichiro with 3 hits. He's got 6 straight games with at least 2.
Well, you know, Mike, the Yankees are looking up at the Rays.
They are.
James Shields won 4 of his last 5 starts. We're going straight to the top of the 8th. Things getting good. Adam Moore bounces to Jason Bartlett short. Across his body, bad throw. But check it out, Moore's safe, but it seems like he jammed his left heel on first base.
Oh.
He tries to tough it out, would not be replaced by a pinch runner, would it come back to haunt the Mariners? Ichiro. 7 straight multi-hit game, that's the highest of his career. But Moore struggles to make it to second. Ichiro, clear double, but he has to go back to first there. Beep, beep, beep. Instead of runners at second and third, we got runners at first and second. All right, next batter, Sean Figgins. And you know what's coming. 6, 4, 3, double play. Mariners can't pad the lead. So we go bottom 8, 2-1. Ben Zobrist. The lazy sack fly. Here comes Sean Rodriguez on his horse. Beats the throw. We're tied at 2. More heroics. Bottom 9. Willie Ibar. Say goodnight. Ibar. The Rays, best record in the majors, best start in franchise history. They're now 14 games over 500.
Lee, runners in scoring position. It's Willie Ibar. And then Sean Rodriguez and Evan Longoria. The Rays wearing those Sunday light blues. And Navarro as well. Then Sean Rodriguez. Now here we are. I got ahead of myself. Bottom of the 7th inning. Here's Sean Rodriguez drilling it to right field. And it'll be off the wall for a double. B.J. Upton scores, and we're now tied at 1. They finally got into Cliff Lee. Bottom of the 8th, leadoff batter Carl Crawford. It's a slice for Michael Saunders, not quite. And Crawford can motor. He's in there with a triple. Tie game. Next man up is the final out a Sunday ago in the perfect game. Gabe, welcome back Kapler. To the left is an out, but he wanted to make it. It's a sac fly, and the Rays going to beat Cliff Lee for the second time in 11 days. Tampa Bay, 26-11, best record. They win it 2-1.
Going in 1-5 of 7. Bottom first, Carl Crawford on third, Evan Longoria at bat. And Longoria driving in another one. 18 RBI in his last 18 games. Rays up 2-0. We go bottom 8 now. Rays down 3-2. Runner on second, 2 outs. Hank Blaylock. Trevor Crow coming on. He was in for the injured Grady Sizemore. He couldn't squeeze it, though. Crawford scores. Crow gave it all he had, but oh well. Game tied at 3. They went to extras. Bottom 11 now. Jamie Wright on the mound for the Indians. John Jaso over the short. Luis Valbuena hesitates just a bit, and Jaso calls save at first. He said he was hustling down the line, hoping to make something good out of it. Indians manager Manny Acta called the call absurd, but they say he was in there. After a single that brought Jaso to third, Jason Bartlett at bat now with 1 out. Squeeze it. Bartlett lays it down. Wright's flip home is high, and Jaso scores a game-winning run. Take another look at a perfect execution by the Rays as they manufacture one, and they go on to win it 4-3 over the Indians. On Thursday, Andy Pettit and crew trying to get a split after the Rays won on Wednesday. Top first, 1-0 Rays, 1 on for Ben Zobrist. That's off Pettit, and it's gone. Zobrist's first home run of the year. 3-0 Rays after just 3 batters. Pettit came in 16-5 against the Rays for his career. Bottom third, Yanks down 3-2. Brett Gardner laying one down. James Shields, not the throw he intended. Randy Wynn scores. Yanks tie the game at 3. We've got second and third, no outs. Got Mark Teixeira to ground out. Then he gets Alex Rodriguez. And then Robinson Cano, he got him 2. Shields retired 12 in a row at one point. Top 4, game tied at 3. Bases empty. B.J. Upton going deep. Solo shot. Pettit had won 9 straight decisions. His last loss came against Tampa Bay last October. Upton's 5th put the Rays back up 4-3. Now, bottom 4, same score. Bases empty for Juan Miranda. Upton looks like he's got it, but then he doesn't. And Miranda has the right to advance to third on a triple, and Upton might want to remain silent about how he played that one. Shields trying to help him out. Miranda scored on a sac fly, ties the game at 4. Top 6, bases empty for Carlos Pena in a 6-for-64 slump. Slump that. That's off Pettit. Pena's 6th. He would add another home run later in the game. Bottom 9, Yankees down 8-4, 2 on, 2 outs. Derek Jeter. Off Rafael Soriano, that'll drive in 2. Yankees down 8-6. Next batter is Gardner, but Soriano gets him, and that'll do it. Rays win 8-6. They sweep the 2-game series. They are 17-4 on the road. His request is duly noted. He was with the team as they took on the Rays. This is the worst team in the NL against the best team in baseball. Brett Myers says, who cares? He gets Sean Rodriguez with the bases loaded. Myers, 7 innings, 6 hits, no runs. Bottom third, Jeff Keppinger with a base hit off Matt Garza. Kevin Cash scores. Garza 6 hits, 2 runs in 8 innings. It's 1 apiece. Bottom 6, runners at the corners for Hunter Pence. Keppinger comes in to score. It's 2-1 Astros. Top 8 now. Rays down 2-1, 2 on, 2 out. Brandon Lyon facing Reed Brignac. 9th pitch of the at-bat, and Lyon finally got it. Rays came in on a 6-game win streak. Remember, they took 2 from the Yankees coming into this one. But top 9, Carl Crawford with a tying run at second base. Matt Lindstrom gets Ben Zobrist to fly out. Lindstrom's 10th save of the season, and the Astros have only 15 wins.
I just got the best team in baseball. Tampa Bay trying to bounce back from a railroad loss in Houston Saturday night. B.J. Upton on first. Wandy Rodriguez trying to pick him off. Lance Berkman's throw to second, a little bit high. Upton is safe. He's fast. Gabe Kapler at the plate. He gets hit by the pitch from Wandy Rodriguez. 2 on, 2 out. Next batter, Deanna Navarro, and he's going to right. Check out Hunter Pence. Has it, and then loses it. Upton and Kapler score. Rays take a 2-1 lead. Take another look. Look how close this was. In, out of his glove. Great effort, no doubt. 7th inning. Houston native Jeff Neiman facing Tommy Manzella. Manzella swinging 2 outs. Next batter, Corey Sullivan. Neiman, 7 innings, 2 earned, 5 Ks. Hasn't allowed more than 3 runs in any of his 9 starts this season. 5-0 this year. Rays win it 4-2.
There you see him. Price 4 earned, allowed in the last 5 starts combined. Pedro Feliz, well, how about this? 3-run homer to left, his 2nd of the season. Houston leads 4-0. Price allows 4 in the first. Goodness, but you got to come back, right? Rays trailing 4-2. John Jaso off Bud Norris. Bud Norris doesn't allow these kind of things to happen, does he? Jaso's 2nd of the year. Tied at 4. A couple of batters later. Bring on the former driller, Hank Blaylock. Solo to left, goes the other way. Hammer and Hank's 1st of the year. Tampa leads it 5-4. Bottom 5, same numbers. Hunter Pence. We're going back and forth. Price gives up a dinger here. Pence, 7 homers on the year. We are tied at 5. What gives next? Runners on 2nd and 3rd. In the 6th, Willie Ivar, pinch hitting. Reed Brignac scores. 6-5 Rays. They'll go on to win at 10-6.
Well, it's going to be close here. Happened in the Rays-Red Sox game in Tampa, St. Pete. David Ortiz is erupting in a different way. He hopes the calendar never changes to June because he's having a May. Doubles in 2 right up there, and the Red Sox up 2-0. All right, here comes the heater. Bottom 5, Carl Crawford, who's been hot, batting .373. Now he's in his last 13 games. Now he's just going to be hot with home plate umpire Bob Davidson because Crawford didn't like that call. And right now you're wondering, man, I hope both those cats use mouthwash because that would be uncomfortable. Crawford's out, and here comes Joe Madden. He's out. Take another look at the pitch and then listen to Joe's explanation on the ejection.
No, he didn't have to give me a reason. He can't argue balls and strikes. I knew why I was kicked out, and I had a pretty good time when I was out there. You know, it was a good old-fashioned umpire-manager argument. I've been in them before, and I thought Bob did a great job, actually.
You know, we were talking, it's the only place in society, really, that you see 2 guys getting in each other's face like that, unless, of course, somebody takes your parking spot at Walmart. Jonathan Papelbon gets B.J. Upton. Red Sox win at 2-0. Carl against Tampa Bay. He's attending his son's graduation. David Price has won 5 straight decisions. He's 7-1 on the season. His only loss is to the White Sox. Alex Rios, he's like Sandoval against the Diamondbacks. He's like that against Price. He's 4 for 6 with a home run coming in. That's going out. White Sox up 2-1 on Price's Rios' 10th, and then Ramon Castro, top 5th. He does his Rios impersonation. Look at Price. How'd that ball get out? Well, we'll show you, David. You put it right there, and Castro, he's a professional. It's in what they call his wheelhouse. You got a short left porch there, and you add it all up, and White Sox win 4-2. Freddie Garcia, 2 earned in 7.
White Sox and Rays. Chicago has alternated wins and losses in their last 7 games. In the 4th, tied at 2. Hard-hitting Carlos Quentin. Singles up the middle. Jason Bartlett pulls up lame after that play, left with a strained right hammy. By the way, Quentin 2 for 4, 2 ribbies. Gabe Kapler, the squeeze is on. Reed Brignac slides and scores, and the Rays take a 3-2 lead. Later in this 4th inning, same score, bags are full, and it's Carlos Pena facing former Round Rock High School star John Danks, and that dog will hunt. It clears the bases. Rays go up 6-2. They go on to win by the final of 8-5.
Worse, Sox Rays. We're not going to go through this whole thing again. I'm going to trust you have it, Kevin. Here we go. Bottom 5th. Rays trailing 3-2. Evan Longoria line drive base knock off Jake Peavy. Sean Rodriguez will score, and we're tied at 3. Top 6, same number. Sacks full. It's a 3-2 count. And Jason Nix. That is the grand salami. First home run of the year for the Quest. First grand slam of his career. Chicago takes a 7-3 lead. Now just turn the gloves loose, shall we? 7-5. Man on first, Willie Ivar. Bloop single to short. Now that's actually going to get down, but Omar Vizquel, cagey out there, turns around, gets Carlos Pena trying to go to 3rd. Carlos is like, see, I didn't expect that. Didn't see that coming. You're out. B.J. Upton, deep fly ball to left. Juan Pierre going back, and at the wall, hauls it in. Take another look here. A fan may have scraped that baby. His glove not as good as Pierre's because Pierre caught it. Chicago gets out of the inning. White Sox take the win 8-5, and the series ends up in a 2-2 split.
The Rays have a Major League Baseball best 88 home runs this season. Bottom first, Adam Lind adding to the total. That's off Matt Garza. 54 home runs in May for the Jays, most in a single month by any team in 7 years. Lind's 8th of the year. Brendan Morrow, 3-0, 2.37 ERA in his last 3 home starts. Gets John Jaso into the 1.63 double play. Morrow, no hits through 5, said he took a little bit off his pitches, and that helped. Gets B.J. Upton to line out to the shortstop, Alex Gonzalez. 2 batters later, Sean Rodriguez. Up the middle, Gonzalez trying to help out his pitcher, but Rodriguez able to beat the throw. First hit allowed by Morrow in the game. He left the game to a standing ovation, gave up just 3 hits and 1 run in 7 innings of work. All right, so the drama came in the 9th. 3-2 ball game, Rays down. Evan Longoria had tripled. He's at third. There's also a man on first, but Kevin Gregg gets John Jaso to ground to short. Gonzalez coming home, and he beats Longoria there. So there's 2 away now. Next batter is Gabe Kapler, and Gregg gets him. A little roller right there. Game over. Blue Jays take it 3-2, and all of a sudden the Rays have lost 6 of 8.
Tampa Bay on the road at Toronto. Rays down 5-3, and Kevin Gregg in, Corvallis, Oregon, the closer for Toronto. He gets Carlos Pena there, and Pena says, hey, man, I tried to call time. And take a look. Steps away from the plate. Angel Hernandez does not grant time, but he will grant Joe Madden an ejection. Right about now. Go. All right, game goes on. Joe watching from inside the clubhouse. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Gregg walks Ben Zobrist. Carl Crawford scores. It's 5-4. Next batter, Sean Rodriguez. He finds some space in right center. Vernon Wells, it bounces over his head. All 3 runs score. The Rays take a 7-5 lead after being down 5-3 going into the 9th. We're still there. Gregg's still on. He walks Diana Navarra. Cito Gaston says, you know what, Gregg, you ain't got it. And now Gregg gets into an exchange with Hernandez. It's 2 men throwing out in the inning. Hold me back. Bottom 9. 7-5. 1 on, 2 outs. Wells trying to atone. Off the top of the wall, Fred Lewis scores. Wells with the double. It's a 7-6 game. What a ball game this was. Take another look, and he missed the home run, which would have tied the game by that much. Next batter, Jose Bautista. No. Rays come back, win a thriller. 7-6, you're fine.
This train rolling through the AL East. Start with Rays and Jays. Top 9 runners on the corners for Diana Navarro facing Sean Markham. Navarro bunts one down the first baseline. Sean Rodriguez beats it out with a slide. Game tied at 2. Next batter, Reed Brignac. John Jaso comes in to score. And then still in the 9th, Carl Crawford with the bases loaded. Grand slam for Crawford, his 5th home run of the season. Rays win it 7-3.
How about the Rays and Rangers? John Jaso is the new Rays leadoff hitter since Saturday. Who's John Jaso? Well, he's a 26-year-old rookie, originally drafted in the 12th round by the then Devil Rays in 2003. Leads all Major League rookies in on-base percentage and became the first catcher in Rays history to bat leadoff again. That was Saturday. This is Sunday. Top 3, Rays down 1, 2-run shot for Jaso. I think he likes his spot. 3rd of the year. Top 5, 3-2 Rays, 2 on, 1 out. Evan Longoria base hit. B.J. Upton scores. Who's that man thrown out at 3rd? Well, that would be John Jaso. Tampa's new leadoff man. Watch what happened to Mr. John Jaso. Oh. Yeah.
That's going to leave a mark.
Yeah. Yes, it will. Rays up 4-2. Top 8. Rays up 5-4. 2 on, 1 out for, well, it's John Jaso. It's a base hit. Reed Brignac scores. B.J. Upton scores. Who was the hero?
It's like the John Jaso show.
Who was the hero? John Jaso. 5 RBIs.
Best team in baseball. Fred Lewis, top 1. First batter of the game. Foul ball in the stands. Look who it drilled. Dick Vitale. So Vitale talks about getting hit, and he also talks about Carlos Pena.
First time I've ever had a line drive in 11 years come into this box since I've been here. And I'm going to tell you, man, it came like a bullet. And I was really worried. But fortunately, I feel fine.
I know you spoke to the team before during the 2008 season. What do you think about this team compared to that year's team?
Well, I like this team a lot better. I just would like to see them get a little bit more productivity, certainly out of Carlos, who had 3 homers in the last 2 games, but can't hit under the Mendoza line, you know, not at first base. And then you talk about BJ.
Go ahead, Dwayne. There's one. He tees off and hits it deep on the blessing of the restaurant out there in center field.
Did that meet with your approval?
Oh, that was unbelievable.
You almost called that one.
That's no 180 hitter.
One in the third.
Fourth straight game with a home run for Pena. 129 career with the Rays. That sets a franchise record. Top three, 2 on, 2 out. Adam Lynn singles. You know what Buck is, Stan?
What's Buck?
John Buck. That's who scored. Blue Jays up 2-1. Bottom 9, 3-1. Sean Rodriguez goes solo off Kevin Gregg. His third of the season. We got a 3-2 game. Now 2 outs, tying a run at second, and Hank Blaylock. Can't touch that. Blue Jays avoid the sweep, and they win it 3-2.
Fly to hold on to low possession of first in the East, second to 3 with Florida and Ricky Nolasco. Bottom of the first, Carl Crawford getting the party started right. Deep off of Nolasco, his 6th of the season. We are tied at 1. Carlos Pena on a power surge. Came in with a home run in 5 straight games. You can make that 6 straight games. First Rays player to do that. He is now 2 shy of tying the big league record. Carlos is batting .196. 15 of his 42 hits this season. Home runs. Rays up 2-1. Matt Garza thought he had a third strike call right there on Wes Helms. In the top of the 4th, umpire thought otherwise. So 2 foul ball later. Helms, 2 runs shot off of Garza. His first of the season. Marlins down just 5-3. Top 6 now. Man on second for Mike Stanton. Look at Evan Longoria making the hot stop on the corner right there. Longoria getting it done at the dish as well. Also reached base safely in 30 straight games. Preserves the 1-run lead for the Rays. Top 9 now. Marlins trailing 6-5, none on, and 2 out for Ronnie Paulino. And Rafael Soriano has been perfect this season when it comes to saves. 16 save chances, 16 saves. Rays win number 40.
15,000 vuvuzelas.
Why?
South Florida sounding a lot like South Africa. Rays skipper Joe Madden said, "I believe the horns should be banned from Major League Baseball." To the 8th, Cody Ross. Little dribbler to third. Evan Longoria can't handle it. Thought about 2. He settles for none. That allows Hanley Ramirez to score. We're tied at 5 on the air. Here where things get crazy in the 9th. Brian Barton leading off the inning, batting in the 9th spot. He walks. Madden comes out to talk with the umpire Lance Barkdale, saying, you know, according to my lineup card, the Marlins are batting out of order. Freddie Gonzalez says, wait a minute, I gave you the correct batting order. In fact, he said afterwards at Barksdale, he screwed it up. I told him where the guys were hitting, and he gave Joe the wrong place to hit. He argues, he gets tossed. There's the Marlins lineup card on the left, the Rays on the right, and they get their lineup information from Barksdale. All right, so later in the inning, 2 outs. Wes Helms, who was supposed to lead off the inning, goes on the on-deck circle. Madden comes out again and says, hey, but he was already out. So here comes Gabby Sanchez at the plate. After 1 pitch is thrown, Helms is gone. Barden back on deck. Keeping track of all this? It's going to be a test on his head. Gabby Sanchez flies out to end the inning. And after all that, Barden officially doesn't get a chance to bat. To the 11th, bases loaded. Jorge Sosa walks B.J. Upton. 6-5 Rays as the bases were loaded. Another bases loaded walk, and then Jason Bartlett. Single up the middle. That brings home 2. It's now 9-5 Tampa. To the home half of the 11th, Chris Cotton. Bases are loaded. Marlins not done yet. 2 come home. They're down just 9-7. Next batter, it's Sanchez. Orale. Good piece of hitting there. Marlins cut the lead 9-8. All right, runners on second and third. The dangerous Dan Ugla on, but Andy Sonnenstein gets him to fly out, and that's it. The Rays win 9-8 in wild fashion. They remain in a first-place tie with the New York Yankees in the AL East.
Johnson has allowed 1 earned run or fewer and pitched at least 6 innings in each of his last 7 starts, the longest streak since Chris Carpenter back in 2005. He gets Evan Longoria next inning, Carlos Pena, Sean Rodriguez, no shot. Johnson's only mistake coming in the 4th inning, facing Carl Crawford, playing a game we like to call Connect 4. Crawford, 7 hits in the series, including 2 on Sunday. His 7th home run, it's a solo shot. We're tied at 1 apiece. On Saturday now, Price was hit in a sensitive area while playing catch with teammate Wade Davis. Says skipper Joe Madden. Apparently, Wade threw a pretty good changeup. It was all miscalculated on the receiving end. And for all you males out there, you know exactly what that feels like. It's not good. Bottom of the fifth, Chris Coughlin, routine fly ball to center. Off B.J. Upton's glove. Upton said he just didn't see it. Fourth error this season for the center fielder. Next batter, Gabby Sanchez to right center. And it will roll past Ben Zobrist all the way to the wall. Coughlin comes in, a triple for Sanchez. Marlins now up 2-1. Bottom of the sixth, Wes Helms giving the rawhide a ride. Number 3 on the season. For Price, 6 innings, 3 earned runs, had 9 strikeouts. To the 8th now, tying run at the dish. Johnson getting Longoria to pop up the shallow center. Mike Stanton cuts in front of Cody Ross, and he makes the catch. Johnson, 8 innings, 6 hits, 1 earned run, 9 Ks, and the Marlins win 4-1. So it's now 8 straight starts. Johnson has given up 1 earned.
All right, so let's check on the Rays now. Taking on the Padres, Tropicana Field. If you don't know about Matt Latos already, it's time to start paying attention. Rays would struggle with him. Bottom 6, he gets Evan Longoria, and then Carlos Pena, and then bottom of the 7th, B.J. Upton taking the fastball for strike 3. Latos, 7 innings of work, no runs, 3 hits, 8 strikeouts. Struck out the last 5 batters he faced. Bottom 8, Rays down 2-1. Run on first now. Carl Crawford off Mike Adams, but it hits John Jaso, and he's out automatically. Tried to get out of the way, but he wasn't quite quick enough, so some tough luck for the Rays. Next batter is Longoria. Heath Bell on to face him, and he got him. Rays still down 2-1. Bottom 9, same score. Sean Rodriguez at first. He's going to try to steal second. Nick Hundley has other plans for him. So 2 away now. Bell facing Upton, and that'll do it. The Padres beat the Rays 2-1. Lato 7-1 over his last 9 starts. Won all 3. Number 4, Padres and Rays over to second. You know, in the big leagues, they got HD.
Yeah.
Reed Brignac. High definition of, high degree of difficulty there. Players only meeting before the game, Neil. Now, would you ever call an anchors only meeting?
I did. You missed it.
Oh, okay. Well, they don't work anyway. Adrian Gonzalez says so. Padres up 2-0. Gonzalez with his 16th home run of the year, 7th in June. He's hitting .429 this month. Padres lead 3-0. That's what James Shields thought about it. Bottom 8, Willie Ibar at bat. Runner on first, thinks he's got something. Aaron Cunningham, he's got something. Maybe a top play. Padres going to win at 5-4. They're going to look for the sweep of the Rays on Thursday. It's been struggling, so they went to some new socks, hoping that would help. Neil, what do you think?
What do I think? The Sox?
Yeah.
They're of a concern to me.
Kelly Shoppett with a solo shot. He's wearing the new socks. Worked for him. Top 7, Matt Garza throws over to first. Gets called for a balk. So Joe Madden comes to the mound. Now, with the angle, it looks like he's yelling at Garza, but he's actually yelling at the umpire, Gary Cedarstrom. And Cedarstrom puts it together and says, yeah, I caught you. You're out. Rays go on to win at 5-3.
Edwin Jackson and Arizona in town. Nobody thought Edwin Jackson was going to do what he did, but he ended up getting some early run support, Dave, as Adam LaRoche goes deep to right in the top of the second. His 11th off Jeff Neiman. Now, Dave, you play for a number of clubs. How much extra juice do you have when you face an old employer? Jackson's played for 4 different teams, including the Rays.
Depends what your exit circumstances were. His weren't so bad. I mean, this is his 4th team now, and you always want to show what you have.
Well, it looked like he was a little overamped because he walks the bases loaded in the bottom of the 3rd. And then he gets some help, and this is supposed to be the Upton brothers show. It was their first major league matchup. Justin Upton making the catch there. Zobrist has to hold at 3rd. Now B.J. Upton up here, and Mark Reynolds going to make the diving stop and the throw. And, you know, pitching performances stand alone, Dave, but they don't stand without the help of your defense.
Oh, defensive plays. When there's a perfect game or a no-hitter, there's always a defensive gem, and Mark Reynolds made an incredible play.
All right, in the inning over there, Hank Blaylock grounds out. 68 pitches through 3, but out of the jam with the bases loaded after walking them. 7 walks, no hits through 6 for Jackson. Jason Bartlett, slow roller, almost your first base hit, but later in the bat, Bartlett right at Reynolds, makes another fine play, and the no-no still going on. 2 batters later, we got Jackson's 117th pitch. Zobrist flies out, so after 7 innings, Dave, he's throwing 117 pitches, and if you're A.J. Hinch, are you thinking pitch count?
No. You got to let him keep going. You know, the Diamondbacks aren't going anywhere. You got to get some excitement for the organization. Now here, you might think about taking him out because the defense is starting to collapse around him.
Yeah, because you got a one-run game. Now you got Drew's error puts a runner on first. Matt Joyce pops out to shallow right. That's your next batter. And then on Jackson's 134th pitch, his old buddy from his Tampa Bay days, Carl Crawford, pinch running, but not running fast enough. He's throwing out. The no-no still going. Now, Jackson said he said to Hinch, listen, I'm not coming out. My arm falls out. Skip my next start. Hinch says this is why managers have gray hair. And let's see if Jackson can get it done in the ninth. Upton looking at heat right there. 137 pitches. Blaylock going to fly out on the 142nd pitch.
Would you take him out now? No way.
The 149th pitch of the game. Bartlett rounds out to short. This one is over. Dave, we were watching this game. Dave was screaming, step on second base.
Exactly. Anything could happen. The ball could slip out of your hands or whatever. But watch Jackson. He gets excited. It's an easy play. Throw to first. He can rejoice. Finally, a great day for the D-backs, a great day for Edwin Jackson.
It was not a thing of beauty, but it was a beautiful thing when it was all over. Diamondbacks win 1-0, and your man Edwin Jackson, the former Ray, member of that 08 ALCS title team, he's the hero.
Diamondbacks and Rays one night after Arizona's Edwin Jackson threw the no-hitter, 149 pitches. Now, Joe Maddon's team has been no-hit twice this season. He wondered aloud, quote, I'm looking for research to find out when was the last team to win a World Series after being no-hit twice in a season. Well, Skip, we've got the answer for you. The 1917 White Sox.
We got the best research department in the world.
Hey, definitely we do. In the bottom of the second inning, Matt Joyce, base knocked to left. And what do you know? The Rays have their first hit of the series. So they're not going to get no hit for 2 consecutive games. David Price, he has the kind of stuff that could earn him a no-hitter in his career. Season high 11 strikeouts as he gets Mark Reynolds. 8 innings of work for Price, gave up just 2 earned. In the 6th, Sean Rodriguez doubles to left. Matt Joyce, Jason Bartlett score, and the Rays go on to win by the final of 5-3. So we show you Edwin Jackson at the top of this highlight of their series with the Diamondbacks at the Trop. Scoreless in the 5th. Rusty Ryle lines a ball to left center. B.J. Upton out of position and maybe out of breath. Not exactly blazing a trail to get to that ball there. Ryle ended up on third. Now, Upton has had issues like this in the past. As you take another look, Upton has a lot of room to cover. Not exactly picking him up and putting him down now, is he? You'll hear his explanation in just a few seconds. So Ryle is in at third, and then Wade Davis serves this one up to Gerardo Parra. Davis had lost 5 of his last 6 decisions coming in, and that home run makes it 2-0. After the inning, Evan Longoria says something to Upton, and clearly these two are not BFFs right now. They have to be separated by teammates. Upton said afterwards, maybe I should have cut it off. Now, Upton is due up to the bat in the 2nd spot of the inning. Longoria putting the brave face on, cheering him on. And Longoria draws the walk. So Upton is on first, but he did not stay there for long because he is picked off of first by Rodrigo Lopez. Out number 2.
Nightmare.
But maybe things are getting a little bit better for Upton because in the home half of the ninth, Rays are down 2-1. Upton is the winning run. Deep to left center. Chris Young, he does bust it. Catches it at the wall. D-backs get the win 2-1. Here's Skip talking about the incident.
BJ came in off the field after that particular play, and everybody saw it, and some guys were not really pleased. I was walking down that way, and, you know, certain things were said.
You know, Joe's always said it to me, you shouldn't assume, but I assumed that left fielder might be there, but he wasn't, and you know, maybe I should have cut it off, but it's over with now. It's just a byproduct of a frustrated team. You know, we're trying to win games, and you know, guys are gonna have differences of opinions, and it's the bottom line. I mean, we've talked about it, we've hashed it out, and it goes no further than today.
It's something that happens during the course of a major league season. It happens on many teams, actually. And it's just one of those moments that happened to us, and now it's up to me to handle it properly.
Battle between the second and third place teams in the AL East. Fifth inning. Broken bat pop-up. Adrian Beltre, Jason Varitek on the move. Now, we've seen this end badly for the Red Sox this season. April 11th against the Royals, Beltre and Jacoby Ellsbury collide. Ellsbury went to the DL soon after with fractured ribs. June 4th against the Orioles, Beltre colliding with Jeremy Hermida. He went on the disabled list with a rib injury. He's still there. So let's go back to Tuesday. How does it end? Jason Varitek. Nicely done. Little matrix move there, sliding out of harm's way. And remember, with Victor Martinez on the disabled list, they can ill afford to lose another one. 2 on, 2 outs, no score in the fifth. Get the poison out of your system. David Ortiz, a 3-run homer. So despite Joe Madden coming out to talk to James Shields before the Ortiz at bat, it doesn't help. Second straight game with a homer for Big Papi, 17 on the season. Next inning, Jason Varitek brings in J.D. Drew, and it's now 4-0. Seventh inning, it's the Iceman Bill Hall. Filling in for the injured Dustin Pedroia, 2-run homer off Andy Sonnenstein, his 6th of the year.
Best road record in baseball, but the Rays now chasing both the Sox and Yankees. You remember Dorf on golf? This is Dustin on baseball.
Third inning, 2-2.
Matt Garza on baseball. Striking out Mike Cameron there. Garza retired the first 11 batters. Rays bullpen, excuse me. Going a little Alice in Chains dirt action out there. We'll have to check out on their artwork here momentarily. Let's go back to the ballgame. Top four, 2-0 Rays, 2 out. Daisuke Matsuzaka gives up the single to Ben Zobrist. Kelly Shopik, who doubled, scored. Kevin Youth's relay throw off.
Oh, they got
back to the artist community, also known as the bullpen. Sunflower seeds in one, and then chewing gum in the other.
See, but what if Joe Madden calls one of these guys? He's like, Coach, I'm working on the B.
Yeah.
I can't make it, Skip.
How about work on being called sent down? Bottom 4, runner on, 2 out. Garza gets Euclid swinging. Let's go back to the bullpen.
This is getting elaborate here.
Oh, pour some sugar on me.
Please stop.
Okay. I've been gone a couple days. I've been alone. It's been lonely. Bottom 7.
Nobody to pour sugar on you.
3-1. 2 on, 2 out. Garza gets Cameron. Garza said afterward he's a smash mouth guy. He smashed Boston in the mouth. 7 innings, 3 earned, 5 Ks. Rays win 9-4.
Twins, Carl Pavano won 4 straight starts and thrown 2 consecutive complete games. 5-2 since he shaved his goatee. Neil, but he kept the mustache.
The mustache is world.
Top 4, 2-1 Twins. Rays with 2 on and 2 out. Willie Ibar, the base hit. Matt Joyce riding in third trying to score. Delman Young says, no, you don't. Great play by Young with his arm. And then bottom 7, great play by Young with his bat. Solo shot of Jeff Neiman. 9th of the year. Twins come right back to tie the game in 3. Very entertaining game. They went back and forth, and it wasn't decided until the end. Bottom 8, runner on third, 1 out. Jason Kubel. That'll be long enough to get Joe Mauer home. He'll tag and score from third. Twins up 4-3. Top 9, runner on first, 2 outs. John Rouse facing Evan Longoria. The Rays need something to happen here, and they need something to happen quickly. And that'll work. Here comes Carl Crawford, and he can move. Rays were down to their final out and their final strike. They come back to tie the game at 4. 4th blown save of the season for Roush. Go to the 10th. Runner on first, nobody out. Matt Guerrero hits Kelly Shopik with a pitch. Ron Gardenhire in Twins dugout thought that Shopik might have leaned into it. So he's starting to get a little steam. And he would get really hot later. Next batter is Willie Ibar. Reed Brignac coming around to score. Now Shopik, trying to advance to third, appears to be tagged by Michael Kadire. Third base umpire Alfonso Marquez rules that Shopik was never tagged. So here comes Gardenhire, and he's about ready to blow a gasket now. As you can see, Kadire clearly tagged Shopik. Gardenhire is ejected, and the Rays going to win one maybe they got away with.
3 with an ERA under 250, both tops in the AL. Tampa Bay at Minnesota. Okay, Evan Longoria is at the plate. The sun is shining on the batter's eye in center field. So somebody thought, hey, they saw that Thursday. And see, there's Longoria, but it wasn't the sun. It was Carl Pavano's mustache that got it.
Oh.
So Longoria goes back and says to Carlos Pena, you might want to put on some shades. Cheap sunglasses. CC top. Longoria doubles down the left field line off Scott Baker. Carl Crawford scores. The Rays lead 1-0 thanks to the sunglasses. Bottom 1, Price. Justin Morneau. 2 on, 1 out. How about 3 out? 4-6-3, double play. Third inning. Twins 2 on, 2 out. Is it the Joe Mauer power hour? No, Ben Zobrist helps out Price. Rays still up 1-0. Still 1-0, bottom 7. Delman Young, liner into the gap. Jason Kubel, wearing the PF Flyers, thinks he can score all the way from first. Throw home, not in time. Kubel scores. Game tied at 1. Twins get a run off Price. Next batter, Danny Valencia. Base hit. Young scores. The Twins get 2 off Price in the 7th. Lead 2-1. Top 9. 2-1. 2 on, 2 outs. John Roush. It's Carl Crawford to ground out to second to end the game. Twins lost a heartbreaker to Tampa Bay the night before. They win it 2-1 on Friday.
6 Rays and Twins. Joe Mauer at the plate. Ben Zobrist up to get it. And then, duck, tuck, and roll. You know what I mean? Keep yourself from getting hurt.
Rays and Twins, tasty a little American League matchup. In the 2nd inning, Jim Thome connects off Wade Davis for career home run number 573, tying him with former Twin great Harmon Killebrew for 10th all time. So the Twins have a 1-0 lead. Next at bat, it feels good because Thome has done it again. 45th career multi-homer game. He's now 9 away from catching Mark McGwire. Twins have a 4-1 lead. The Twins took that 3-run lead into the 8th inning. This awkward pause brought to you by... All right, Jason Bartlett in the 8th. Lines it the other way. Michael Kadire is there. Oh, can't squeeze it. They ruled it a double. So the leadoff man is in scoring position. 2 batters later, 2 on. Carl Crawford. That's a ground rule double. Scoots into the stands. Bartlett scores. Rays cut the lead to 4-2. It's now 4-3 when Willie Ibar smokes that to right center, off the wall. It's another double, and we're tied at 4 as a run scores. Matt Joyce highlighted the 7-run 8th inning with his first career grand slam as the Twins bullpen wastes the 4th double-digit strikeout performance of Francisco Liriano's season. Rays come all the way back and go on to win 8-6 over the Minnesota Twins.
Rays win it Tuesday. 5-4 against Boston in their previous 9 meetings this season. Top 3rd, Marco Scutaro up. That's well hit, but Carl Crawford is there. Crawford laying out for it. Matt Garza loving the defense behind him. So there's 2 outs and nobody on. The next batter is Eric Patterson. And on the 10th pitch of the at-bat, he's got a full count and a home run. Patterson, the 16th player of the homer for the Red Sox this season, and the game was tied at 1. Garza, 3 innings, 7 hits, and 4 runs. Top 4 now, 4-1 Boston. Patterson up facing Andy Sonnenstein. And it's the same result. Patterson's first career 2-home run game, and the Red Sox up 5-1. We go bottom 5 now. Rays trailing 5-2 runners on 2nd and 3rd, and 2 away. Pitch gets away from Kevin Cash. Crawford coming in. And the Rays chipping away down 5-3. 8 hits, 5 runs, and 5 innings of work for Matsuzaka. We go to the 6th now. Still 5-3. Matsuzaka, bases loaded, jam, nobody out. John Jaso with a base hit. Sean Rodriguez and Carlos Pena come in, and the game is tied at 5. Top 7 now. Tied at 5, bases loaded, 1 away. Grant Balfour facing Adrian Beltre, and he got him. So 2 away now. Randy Choate comes on to face J.D. Drew. And Drew down swinging, and the Rays out of a huge jam as the bullpen gets it done. Bottom 7. Pena at bat, 2 on, nobody out. Into the shift. Nobody's covering second. The Red Sox get Pena out at first, but no double play. So we got 2 runners in scoring position now with 1 out. The pinch runner B.J. Upton at 3rd for Jason Bartlett. And Here comes Upton. Upton didn't start. Had a meeting with Joe Madden about that before the game. And the Rays go up 6-5 as he comes home. Top 9 now. Rafael Soriano facing Kevin Youkilis with 2 outs. And Soriano gets him. Tampa Bay wins at 6-5. And they jump a half game in front of Boston. Joe Madden said it's getting back to the way it looked at the beginning of the season.
Couple took top honors.
Yeah, both of us ineligible for that competition. Red Sox and Rays. Ben Zobrist toward the Rays bullpen, and the ball dude makes the grab. They need to give that guy a number. Thank you.
At 1, Red Sox, Rays. Marco Scutero thinks he's got something. And Carl Crawford says, yeah, you got something. You got the back end of the top play of the day because I made that catch in the gap. And we won the game.
And we pick it up top of the 4th. Terry Francona's got enough injuries. And now he may have another one to deal with. Kevin Youkilis wiping his foot across the dirt. Appears to hurt his foot. Francona and the Red Sox trainers go to check on Youkilis. And Francona would eventually take Youkilis out. They say right now he's just got right ankle pain. Victor Martinez, Dustin Pedroia, Jason Varitek, all also injured. They got crutches in the dugout in Boston. Next batter is in Tampa Bay, rather, in the Boston dugout. Next batter is Adrian Beltre. Fouls that one off his back knee and limps away, but he would stay in the game. Another scare for the Red Sox, though. Top 7 now. Red Sox down 2-1. Newman Romero, he's Youkilis' replacement. And Lance Cormier gets him. Rays get out of the threat. Jeff Neiman went 6 innings, held Boston to 4 hits. Bottom 8, Carl Crawford off Hideki Okajima. Crawford's 8th, and the Rays up 3-1. So now here comes Rafael Soriano. 4 saves in the last 5 days. Gave up a run. Top 9, Sox down 3-2. He'll intentionally walk David Ortiz, so runners on the corners now. And the next batter is Romero. And Soriano will take care of him. 23rd save in 24 attempts. Rays stay in second with a 3-2 win. They won 4 in a row in 6 of their last sweep of the Red Sox. Top 3rd, no score. Price facing Darnell McDonald. 1 on and 2 outs, 97 miles per hour. What are you going to do with that? Nothing. Price 5 strikeouts in 3 innings. He allowed 2 runs on 8 hits, 10 Ks in all in 7 2/3. Sean Rodriguez at bat with runners on the corners. Bill Hall can't handle Marco Scudero's toss. Everybody's safe, and Evan Longoria scores. Rays up 5-0. Go to the 9th. Rays up 6-3. Joe Madden coming out for a pitching change, and he calls for Matt Garza. Now, he's a starter, of course, lasted 3 innings and allowed 4 runs in the start Monday against Boston, so he's got a little bit left in the tank. Facing McDonald with 2 outs and a runner on second, and McDonald with a 3-2 pitch drives in J.D. Drew at 6-4 now. Later in the inning, Kevin Youkilis at bat has a go-ahead run. Youkilis, well hit, but B.J. Upton will take care of it. Garza's first relief appearance in 3 years and his first career save. Joe Madden said of the Red Sox, they're wounded. You want to be able to take advantage of that moment.
Jays get it done, too.
Number 7, Indians and Rays, Trevor Crow at the plate. Evan Longoria, a man outstanding in his field. Look at him track that one down. Rays win at 5-2.
Back. Let's go to 5. Cleveland at Tampa St. Pete. Michael Brantley is shot, but Reed Brignac, he likes to have hops for his pregame meal. He got the top play. Cleveland got the win.
That's Lamb late. Want to win it 4-1.
Number 9, Indians and Rays, Matt Garza catches a comebacker from Jason Donald. Take another look. Good thing he caught it. Rays going to win 4-0.
It was time to honor George Steinbrenner and Bob Shepard before the game at Yankee Stadium. Fans brought signs saluting their late owner. There was a short video presentation. And even the Rays parted from their dugout. Of course, Steinbrenner with a long history in Tampa as well. Mariano Rivera brought flowers out onto the field, laid them down at home plate. And then the Yankee captain, Derek Jeter, took the field to address the crowd.
We gathered here tonight to honor 2 men who were both shining stars in the Yankee universe. Both men, Mr. George Steinbrenner and Mr. Bob Shepard, cared deeply about their responsibilities to this organization and to our fans. And for that, they'll forever be remembered in baseball history and in our hearts.
And then the crowd and players observed a moment of silence in honor of Steinbrenner and Shepard. And then attention turned to the game in a critical series against the Rays.
Yeah, Stan, the games go on. Yanks and Rays sporting the 2 best records in the game, starting at a huge 3-game set.
The PA booth empty during the game to honor Shepard. No player introductions on this night. Bottom 6, Yankees down 3-1. Robbie Cano making some noise off of James Shields, who pitched well but gave up Cano's 17th of the season. Yankees down 3-2. Next batter, Jorge Posada. 253 career home runs with his first career home run on a 3-0 count, 10th of the season. Back-to-back jacks. Yankees tie the game up at 3. We go top of the 7th now. Rays with the bases, juice, 1 out. Ben Zobrist, the third. A-Rod, only 1 play. That play is at first. B.J. Upton scores. Rays lead it 4-3. Bottom of the 8th, Yankees trying to come back again. But let's flash back to earlier in the game. Bottom of the 5th, Nick Swisher at the dish. He's going to hit one deep to right. But guess who's there? Gabe Kapler. On that wall, making the catch at the wall. Robin Swisher of at least extra bases kept the Rays ahead at that point. Bottom of the 8th, though, Swisher says, catch this one. Bye-bye. Solo job. No one's getting that one. That's a second decker. Big night for Swish. 3 for 5, 3 RBI, including his 16th home run of the year. We're tied at 4. Top 9, Mo Rivera on. Upton on at first. And Upton, sleeping. Picked off at first base. Rays lose that go-ahead run. Rivera will go ahead and pitch a scoreless ninth. Bottom of the 9th, 2 on, 1 out. Derek Jeter, you know how bad he wanted to win this one, but strikes out, 2 outs right there. That brings up Nick Swisher.
There's a base hit to right field. Here comes Granderson. He rounds third. He's coming home. Here's the play at the plate. He's in there. And the Yankees win 5-4. They honor Bob and the boss with a base hit by Nick Swisher.
So we got a magical ending to a special night for the Yanks, celebrating their third walk-off with pie. Winning it 5-4. Their lead over the Rays now 3 in the East. Joe Girardi on this night. At number 10, Rays and Yankees, Nick Swisher. Hard the first, but check out Carlos Pena making a grab and the flip for the out. Great backhand to stop. Pena also had 4 hits in the Rays' 10-5 win over the Yankees.
Top 1, no score. Pettit facing Carl Crawford. Crawford lays down the bunt, but Pettit all hustle. Keeps the dangerous Crawford off the bases. For what Crawford couldn't do, though, Carlos Pena does on the regular to Pettit. Hitting .316 career against him. 5 home runs. 2 batters later, it's Pena facing Pettit. Booyah! Pena takes Pettit deep. His 20th home run of the season. 6th career jack off Pettit. Rays take an early 3-zip lead. Top 3, Yankees down 3-2. Pettit facing Kelly Shoppett. Pettit's going to throw a ball, but he comes up lame and starts grabbing his left leg. Pettit would come out of the game with a strained groin. He was sent to the hospital for an MRI. Bottom 5 tied at 3. Price facing Derek Jeter, runner on second. And Tampa, they call this Davis Island beats Harbor Island. Jeter's just filthy good. 2,850th career hit. Brett Gardner scores. Yankees take a 4-3 lead. Later in the inning, Alex Rodriguez facing Price. Get at me. Right back towards Price. RBI single. Jeter scores. A-Rod 73 RBI. Yanks up 5-3. Bottom 7. Yanks up 8-4. If Alex Rodriguez were to punch you in the face, you'd have to resist the strong urge to thank him. A-Rod, the most interesting man in the world, or at least in this highlight. 15th homer of the year. 598th homer of his career. 43 homers against the Rays. That's the most that anybody has battered Tampa. Yankees win the game 9-5. Oh, but these two will get to know each other a whole lot.
Back of the Yankees at Camden Yards, the First Lady, Michelle Obama, in attendance to announce the partnership between the White House and Major League Baseball to battle childhood obesity. And Carl Crawford goes down and goes down hard. Here's the reason why. Hit in the groin, we feel his pain. He would leave the game. Bottom of the 2nd, Luke Scott facing Matt Garza. Garza 5-0 in 6 career starts at Camden Yards, and Scott doesn't care. His first of 2 on the night. Next batter, it's Ty Wigginton. We're going back-to-back. 15th of the year, 2-0 Orioles. Flashback, September 5th, 1995. Last time the Orioles went back-to-back-to-back. That's Jeff Manto, Mark Smith, Brady Anderson. They all went deep for the Orioles in the 2nd inning. And this is a pretty big deal. You want to know why? Why? September 5th, 1995, a special moment in baseball history, especially the Orioles. It's the same game Cal Ripken Jr. tied Lou Gehrig with his 2,130th straight start. Special moment, of course, for Cal and baseball. The pitcher in 1995 in that game?
Jamie Moyer.
No. Brian Anderson.
Okay.
Who's at the game Tuesday, by the way. Meanwhile, Garza, history. Jones, we set the whole thing up. We got to pay it off. Back to back to back. Adam Jones finishing it up. And the Orioles now up 3-0. The Obama kids very happy. Bottom of the ninth, Orioles down 9-7. Miguel Tejada down the left field line. 2 runs come in, and the Orioles and their fans are now happy. We're tied at 9. We go to extras. Bottom of the 13th. Tied at 10, Julio Lugo, the former Ray. You could say former everything. With a runner on second. He goes to right. Cesar Asturis, come on down. The Orioles win this one in 13, 11-10. Lugo, his 6th career walk-off RBI. He's now had a walk-off RBI for 4 different teams. The Rays, the Astros, the Red Sox, and now, of course, the Orioles. This game took 4 hours and 38 minutes. And the Orioles love free baseball. 7 of their 30 wins, or 23%, have been in extra innings this season. And Tejada entered July with 3 RBI. 2.5 back at the pinstripes facing the Orioles. Top of the first, Evan Longoria. Boy, no doubt. 9 for 25 since the All-Star break. His 14th home run of the season. Rays on the board first. O's down 4-0 in the 4th. Ty Wigginton, subject to trade rumors. I call this added value. 16th home run of the season, 2-run shot, cuts the lead in half. It's now 4-2. Top of the 6th, we're tied at 4. Bases loaded. Jason Birkin in for relief. Jason Bartlett grounding to Miguel Tejada. He'll go home, gets the force to first. Bartlett beating it out. Would Tejada have been better going for the 5-4-3 double play? Who knows? Because Longoria taking the bases loaded walk, the free pass, bringing in a run. So it's 5-4. Bottom of the 8th, Scott Moore pinch running at second for Wigginton after a double, and Adam Jones grounds the short. Bartlett the throw to Longoria. The Rays go on to win 5-4, and they're still playing solid base. Look at that escargot. Merry New Year! Reed Brignac. Corey Patterson hitting a shot to second. Brignac with the glove, spin control, throwing, falling away. The Rays edge out the O's 5-4.
To win 2 to stay within 3 games of the Yankees in the AL East. But look at that. We checked it out. They've lost 17 straight games in Cleveland. First batter of the game, Ben Zobrist. Shin-Soo Choo says, give me that. First game back from the DL. Had a right thumb injury. And he makes a great catch. Glove catches him in the face while he made the catch. Looked like he was okay. He remained in the game. Bottom 3rd, Choo with a hard line drive. Reed Brignac robbing him. Michael Brantley scores. Indians up 2-1. Top 4, Falso Carmona gets Carl Crawford. Later in the inning, Matt Joyce strikes out swinging on 3 pitches. Carmona 7 strikeouts through 5 innings. 2 rain delays. Game called in the middle of the 7th. Same result as the previous 17, though.
Streak in Cleveland on Saturday. Do they go 2 in a row? Reed Brignac, 3 homers in his last 5 games. If Reed were to punch you in the face, you'd have to resist a strong urge to thank him. Reed Brignac, the most interesting man in the world. 4th jack in his last 6 days, 6th of the year. Rays take a 3-1 lead. Bottom 7, Indians down 4-2. 2-out runner on 2nd and 3rd. Carlos Santana, hard to Brignac. Nice diving stop for the out at first, inning over. Bottom 8, same score. 2 outs, 2 on. Shelley Duncan at the plate. Wild pitch by Grant Balfour. Runners advance. Tying run on 2nd. Later in the at-bat, Shelley Duncan can do some damage. Can be the man, the Mac Daddy. Can be all of that. Or he can pop up to right. Unfortunately for at least Shelley Duncan fans, he picks B. Indians fall to the Rays 4-2. Rays 13th win.
Over 17,000 people were there to see it. Of course, 80,000 people will say they were there to see it. Garza trying to bounce back from his worst performance of the year. Gave up 7 runs and 10 hits last Tuesday to the Orioles, but he gets Miguel Cabrera there. And then after a walk, Ryan Rayburn into the 5-4-3 double play. That will end the inning. Top of the 3rd. Now, anytime you get 27 outs in a no-hitter, there's going to be a defensive gem. This was it. Danny Worth with a liner, Ben Zobrist. Zobrist is 6'4". He needed every inch to make the grab to help out his pitcher. Bottom 3rd, B.J. Upton on first after a walk. Upton takes off for 2nd. He's called safe by second base umpire Marty Foster. Jim Leland hustles out to the dugout. Leland and Foster find out what they each had for dinner. And then Foster listens, and then he tosses Leland in the game. So Leland had to watch it on TV just like the rest of us. You see Danny Worth clearly tags up him before he reaches the bag. So Leland had a point. Third base umpire Gary Cedarstrom has the whole Leland back. And he may be hearing from Bob Watson about that. Top 6, 2 outs. Garza gets Worth to fly out. Garza had a one-hitter in 2008. Never had a no-hitter before in his career. Rays had never had a no-hitter in franchise history. 8:41 p.m. Eastern. Garza no-hitter through 6 innings. It'd be a while again until he took them out. Max Scherzer gets Carlos Pena. 2 outs. Garza, he's a fiery guy, known for his emotion, but cool as a cucumber there. Scherzer no hits through 5 2/3. 2 walks and an error, though, had loaded the bases, and Matt Joyce unloaded them. First hit by either team in the game, and it's a grand slam. Second grand slam of the season and his career for Joyce, and the Rays up 4-0. So Garza finally back on the mound at 9:12 p.m. Eastern. Top 7, 2 outs, Johnny Damon. That's not going to hurt a bit, so Garza clear through 7. Armando Galarraga checking it out. Garza 6 outs away from the no-hitter. You know about Galarraga and that call. We won't mention it because it was bad enough for Detroit on Monday night. Top 8, Miguel Cabrera at the plate. Carl Crawford battling the lights, but making the grab. There's 1 away. Next batter is Brennan Bosch. May I help you? No thanks. I'm just looking. 2 away. Next batter is Rayburn. Swinging, but to no avail. Garza, no-hitter through 8. And they're starting to believe it at Tropicana Field. Rays up 5-0. Now scoreboard reads no hits for the Tigers. Garza needs just 3 outs for the no-hitter. Here's Don Kelly at the plate. That'll help. 2 outs away for Garza. Next batter is Gerald Laird. Breaking ball frozen. Garza 1 out away. Next batter is Ramon Santiago pinch hitting. Here's how it sounded from ESPN and WDAE radio.
The 1-1. Up, fly ball, right field, and he's done it! Matt Garza has thrown a no-hitter.
For the first time in franchise history, the Tampa Bay Rays have their own no-hitter.
Matt Garza making his mark in the year of the pitcher. 5th no-hitter in the majors this season as the Rays take it 5-0. 120 pitches for Garza. He struck out 6. Again, he gave him just the 1 walk, so he's that walk away from a perfect game. But the double play afterwards allowed him to face the minimum 27 batters. First no-hitter against the Tigers since 1990 when Randy Johnson did it against them for the Mariners. But this time, it's Garza.
Marlins get the win.
Number 7, Tigers and Rays. Danny Worth with a liner. This was maybe the best defensive play of Matt Garza's no-hitter. Ben Zobrist is going to get a free dinner. And at number 1, recognize Matt Garza.
Fly ball, right field, and he's done it!
Matt Garza has faced 27 hitters and has thrown a no-hitter.
Garza has just thrown the first no-hitter in Tampa Bay Rays history.
Tampa Bay hoping to stay 2 back of the Yankees at home against Detroit. Tigers have lost 8 straight roadies. Lloyd McClendon managing because Jim Leland was suspended after an argument Monday. And we remember Lloyd, back in June of 01 when he was managing the Pirates, he got ejected for arguing, and then, I guess he did his Ricky imitation there by picking up second base. So you wonder about the demeanor there. Well, top 6, Tigers down 5-3. Miguel Cabrera off Jeff Neiman, and you're talking about Brandon Phillips home run. Joe Madden said he'd never hit a 3-wood that far, 440 feet. He will not get fooled again. Top 7, Tigers up. They got runners on first and second. They're down a run, but they're up at the plate. Madden intentionally walks Cabrera, moves the go-ahead run into scoring position so he can get to Brennan Bosch, who's been slumping something awful. He went 0 for 4. Madden's a genius. Strategy works. Bottom 8. We're not leaving yet. We're here now, and we want something else from you. Hey, hey, hey. Evan Longoria off Ryan Perry, his 15th. Rays win 7-4.
In a 4-game series for the first time ever, David Price gets Miguel Cabrera, then Brennan Bosch. Then Ryan Rayburn. Price goes 6 in the 3rd, gives up 2 earned, 9 Ks. Bottom 2, Carlos Pena off Rick Porcello. 3-2 pitches hung and crushed. His 23rd, it's one love Rays to the top of the 3rd.
Johnny Peralta arrives, trying out the new gear, acquired in a trade from the Indians on Wednesday night. Top 7, Tigers down 1. The base open, Bosch on deck. We flash back to the night before, and they walked a man to get to Bosch, and Grant Balfour sat him down. Rays made the right choice. So then Wednesday, they do the exact same thing, walking Cabrera, and again, it's Bosch who is retired. Now, he had a rough series, miserable, frankly, 1 for 14, but it's worth pointing out that the Rook is batting .300, so no surprise that given his struggles in this series, the Rays decide, let's bring up Bosch and see what he can do. Randy Choate induces the ground ball to get out of that. The Rays tack on another run.
And the outfit didn't help. Add 2, Reed Brignac. He had hops for pregame. And it was in this stadium in '04 where Rodriguez hit his first home run as a Yankee. Been 7 games since he hit his last one. The subplot to the history is the fact Yankees and Rays have the best records going, and Yanks take a 2-0 lead in the top of the first. Nick Swisher off Wade Davis, his 19th. 2 batters later, Rodriguez. And a commemorative baseball. Nothing to commemorate there. Davis gets him swinging. 35th plate appearance since home run 599. A-Rod, 2 homers against Davis career. 1 this season and 1 on the last day of last season. Top 3, bases empty. A-Rod's second at bat. 2-1 pitch. Davis gets the inside strike call, and A-Rod to home plate umpire Tim Welke. Really? Later in the at-bat, drive. Not deep enough. Matt Joyce makes the catch. That's 36 plate appearances since home run 599. It's a lot easier to get someone out than for someone to hit a home run. That's what Davis had said before this game. Top 6. Chance for the Yankees to pad that 2-0 lead. 2 on, 1 out. Jorge Posada, 3-6-1. A double play. Davis, 7 innings, 4 hits, 2 earned, 6 Ks, and that insurance would have helped because the Yankees in the bottom of the 6th have their lead revoked. Joyce, 2 on, 2 out. Get out! Phil Hughes. First home run allowed on the road this season by Hughes. Joyce's 4th of the season. It's 3-2 Rays. Top 9, 3-2. A-Rod leading off against Rafael Soriano. Does he get it done? 1-0 pitch. Soriano outside corner, and Rodriguez again frustrated with Welke behind the plate later in the at-bat. A-Rod. That's not going anywhere. Except into the glove of Carlos Pena. 38th plate appearance since 599. All right, 2 out for Posada. And how about Pena? Doesn't say top play on my shot sheet, but we're going to say it's got to be one. That's your ball game. Take another look. A-Rod, by the way, no talking to reporters after this one. 7-game win streak for Tampa Bay. They win at 3-2. Davis 4-0 in July after going 0-5 in June. Tampa Bay 19-6.
Oswalt couldn't. Got to win.
At 3, Yankees, Rays. Carlos Pena. He's got other interests. He's a magician. The diving knockdown, gathers himself, stops. Or this ended the ball game. 3-2 win by the Rays, who were just 1 back of the Yankees. What a ball game that was.
DHing for the Yankees against the Rays. Doesn't look bad in that Yankee uniform. How about Matt Garza? First start since that no-no on Monday. A-Rod chasing 600 first at bat. He walks. So now that's 39 straight plate appearances since his last home run. Next batter, Robinson Cano. If not for Miguel Cabrera, this guy's your MVP. Cano doubles to right, A-Rod to third. He would later score on a sac fly, ties the game at 1. Let's go to the 6th inning. Mark Teixeira. Well, the Yankees were down 3-1. Make it 3-3. His 21st, and just like that, we're tied. We go bottom 6, 2 outs for Matt Joyce. How about this youngster? Getting all up on one of Javier Vasquez. You better believe it, off the catwalk. His 5th. Take another look. Normally when a ball hits a catwalk, it falls back onto the field. This one makes it into the stands. Vasquez not happy. Rays go up 4-3. Let's go to the 7th now. Yankees still trailing by that 1 run. Nick Swisher, earlier in the game, could not hit the breaking ball. He waits, pounds it. Yankees tied at 4, his 20th. More on that in a moment. Top of the 8th, Berkman. Maybe a little bit excited, maybe a little bit nervous. Whatever the case, he was 0 for 4 in his Yankees debut. 9th inning now. A-Rod leading off. Another chance at home run number 600. No. So that is now 42 plate appearances for A-Rod without a home run. He finishes 0 for 3 with a run scored. Not a bad play, by the way, by Jason Bartlett. So the next batter, Cano, says, I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up, A-Rod. Seriously? That was a bomb. Cano's 21st. He was 3 for 4, 2 doubles, and a home run. So we go bottom 9. Mariano Rivera. Jason Bartlett to Derek Jeter. 22nd save from Mariano. The Yankees increase their lead over the Rays to 2 games. How about some reaction? Robinson Cano.
The race atop the AL East seemingly never takes a day off. Yanks winning with a 2-game lead over the Rays. Lance Berkman filling in at first for Mark Teixeira. Can't make the play there. He doesn't have big air like in the X Games. Yep. He needs some bigger hops. Willie Ibar would score, made a 1-0 Rays. Bottom of the 3rd, Reed Brignac. Ground ball is second. Nice play by Robinson Cano. And, well, Berkman can't make that scoop. And what's tougher for him is that, of course, Teixeira makes every single play around first. Carl Crawford chops to Derek Jeter. No throw there, infield single. It's 2-0 Rays. Meanwhile, Shields is pitching a heck of a ball game. Strikes out Cano. Gets Nick Swisher. Where's Jorge Posada? There he is. Shields has 4 straight strikeouts. Top of the 5th, got Curtis Granderson. Austin Kearns, newly acquired. 6 straight strikeouts for Shields. 7 1/3, 11 strikeouts. Just allowed 4 hits in the 7th. Joe Girardi talking to A-Rod. Grab a bat. A-Rod pinch hitting with 2 outs. And A-Rod called out on strikes. A-Rod talking it over with the home plate umpire Bill Welke. 43 plate appearances, 38 ABs without the home run for A-Rod. Kerry Wood, his first appearance as a Yankee, strikes out Evan Longoria. Wood, an inning, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 1 hit. Chad Qualls, his first appearance with Tampa, gets Berkman to ground on the 4-6-3 double play. Rays win, pulled back within a game of the Yanks. First time they shut out New York since...
Came up from AAA Durham, being compared to Roy Oswalt. That's pretty good. Top 2, Jim Thome. Will Jim Thome get to 600 home runs before Alex Rodriguez? He's at 577. Not if he has to face this Hellickson kid all the time. Full count, swinger on the changeup. Check out the ESPN Axis. You're going to get a really cool look at the way this ball just dropped on Thome. Roy would be proud. Roy Hobbs couldn't have hit that. Hellickson retired his first 10 batters. Top 4, Twins down a run. Runners on the corners. Jason Kubel finds some space there. Alexi Casillas scores. Kubel also homered in this game. We're tied at 1. 2 batters later, it's you don't mess around with Jim. 2 outs. Well, unless you're the kid with no fear and the changeup out of the jam. Carl Pavano and that mustache. 8-0 in the last 10 starts. Carl Crawford, a 12-pitch at-bat. Double over Delman Young's head. John Jaso scores. The Rays take a 2-1 lead. 3 batters later, 2 on, 2 out. Matt Joyce, he's feeling it. 15 RBI in his last 17 games. Double off the wall. Pavano, 6 innings, 4 earned, 4-1 Rays. Hellickson, feeling it. Drew Butera grounds out to second. Hellickson, 7 innings, 3 hits, 2 earned, 6 Ks. Gets a standing O, and then you know what, Stan? He gets optioned back to Durham.
Rays reclaimed a share of first place in the AL East for the first time since June 19th. You saw the Yankees lose. Twins have their own concerns in the AL Central. Bottom first, 2 on for Sean Rodriguez. There's other guys named Rodriguez hitting home runs. That's off Brian Densing, 3-run shot. Rodriguez is 7th of the year, Rays up 3-1. Top 3rd, Joe Mauer up. Back after missing the last 2 games. That'll get through. Twins down 3-2. Mauer with the second RBI of the game. Jeff Neiman, 3 runs, 8 hits in 7 innings. We go to the 7th now. BJ upped it up. 2 on and 1 gone. Off Matt Guerrero, 3-run shot for Upton. His 9th, so the Rays up 6-3 after their 2 3-run home runs. Top 9, Jim Thome up, still a 6-3 game. Man on for Thome and 2 outs. Rodriguez throws to first. Rafael Soriano can't hold on to it. So the game continues. This top of the 9th. Runners on the corners now. And Mauer back up at the plate, and he's got that look in his eye. Here comes Denard Span. Twins down 6-4. Maurer 3 for 4, 3 RBI, DH. Next batter is Delman Young. Chopper, Jason Bartlett. Was it in time? Umpire says yes. Very close play at first, but Soriano gets his 31st save. Rays win 6-4. They take over first place in the AL East. Sole possession for the first time since.
Price, 15-4 all-time at home, 7-1 at home this season, looking to become the first 15-game winner in Rays history, and he was looking good. He was down a run early, gets Jason Repko there, Delman Young, then Michael Kadire. Price, 7 innings, 1 run, 7 strikeouts. Well, the price was right, so was the Baker. Scott Baker, Evan Longoria swinging. Sean Rodriguez looking. Baker, 8 scoreless, 7 strikeouts. We go to the 9th inning, still 1-0. Now, Minnesota traded for Matt Capps to prevent stuff like this happening. Longoria leading off. Young can't make the play. That's ruled a double. Fly out move Longoria to third. Dan Johnson singles to right. Longoria scores. Capps unable to get her done. This game tied. We went extra innings. Top 13. Runners on the corners. Young singles to left off Lance Cormier, who walked Alexi Casilla to start the inning. He scores. Twins take the lead. Career over.
Really?
Game on.
Really?
Game looked over as well.
Really?
Rays down 6-0. We're not curing anything serious here. B.J. Upton went 0 for 5 Wednesday, takes Kevin Slowey deep to center. 2 for 4 Thursday is 10th, but still it's 6-1. Still in the 8th, full count for Evan Longoria. Slowey struck out 9, but pitch number 114 will be his last. Bases loaded. Ron Gardenhire pulls his starter, pulls in Jesse Crane, who's hopped up on Jolly Ranchers. He walks Ibar, 6-2. Crane brings in Ron Mayhay, and Skip wishes he could have a do-over because pinch hitter Jason Bartlett, first career grand slam. This game is tied at 6. Comes off Mayhay, and now it's Mayhem at the Trop. All right, top 9, still tied. 1 out, runners on the corners. Delman Young, grounder to short. Rays try to turn the double play. Young, speedy, safe at first, so the inning is alive. Next batter, Jason Kubel, 8 miles high. Actually, it's 190 feet, and it's going to hit the catwalk, hence the silly dance. Changes directions, drops into the infield. Jason Repko scores. Now, by rule, this ball is live. Had the Rays caught it, Kubel would have been out. Inning over. They didn't. Run scores. Kubel's reaction afterwards, I'll take it. Who wouldn't? Rays can't believe it. Twins take a 7-6 lead. Bottom 9, Rays down 2. Carl Crawford's a tying run. Alexi Casilla. Whoa! Spinning and grinning. Twins win it. A memorable one. 8-6. Joe Madden. Home cook. He's on the DL foot injury. 1-0 Rays. Brett Cecil facing Matt Joyce, swinger. B.J. Upton, swinger. Evan Longoria struggles continue. He's a looker. 9 Ks. Cecil goes 7 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned. He came into this game 2-0 against the Rays this season. How about Matt Garza?
How about him?
Jose Molina there. Lines out to Sean Rodriguez. Rodriguez's throw gets away. Said right when it left his hand, he knew he had no play. Edwin Encarnacion comes to score. This game tied at 1. 2 errors by the normally sure-handed Rays hurt him. Bottom 7, Garza, Lyle Overbay, 2 on, 2 out. Jose Bautista scores. He reached on a Garza throwing error. Jays take a 2-1 lead. Gabe Kapler gets Adam Lind at the plate. That's a heck of a throw. Garza goes the distance. Both runs unearned. Kevin Gregg, top 9. 2 outs, man on. Corvallis, Oregon gets it done. Jason Bartlett done.
Watford 3-2.
Market 8, dude. Rays, Jays. Lyle Overbay doubles off the wall and left. Adam Lind trying to score. Gabe Kapler, former Hawaii Winter Leaguer, with the big arm. Lind is out at the plate. He gets the top play, but the Rays lose the game.
But he was not alone. Here we go. Rays and Jays from Toronto. There's the rookie catcher, and he is first pitch swinging into first. A 2-run blast off James Shields, 3-0 Toronto. Aaron Sevia's first swing in the bigs is a homer. And James Shields, the first of his many home runs allowed on this Saturday. Toronto didn't homer Friday, but they sure made up for it Saturday. Adam Lind Two-run homer off James Shields. His 15th of the season. Jays up 4-2. Next batter, they're going back-to-back. It's Aaron Hill. 17th of the year. Shields gave up 9 hits, all extra base hits. It's 5-2. Later in the inning, Shields gives up his 4th homer to Edwin Encarnacion. 6-2 Toronto. Jose Bautista, a Bautista bomb. Home run number 5 given up by Shields, who said afterwards on his performance, disgusting is what it was. Bautista's league-leading 34th of the season. Later in the inning, it's Hill again. That's my cousin. Shields sets a franchise record for number of homers allowed in a game with 6, 8-2 Toronto. Now back to the rookie catcher in his debut. His second AB in the 3rd inning. That's a double to right off of Shields. So his second swing in the big leagues is a double. His 3rd swing, boy, this kid is first pitch swinging. In the 5th, that's a base knock to left. So Aaron Sebia, a triple away from the cycle in his 4th major league at bat. It's not a triple, but it's one better. Homers to right off Dale Thayer. Everyone loves it in Toronto. There's his mom. Jays go on to win 17-11. Two teams combined for the highest scoring game in major leagues this season. Jays pound out a season high 20 hits. Here's the rookie.
Jays going for the sweep. Morrow setting the tone with the first batter, striking out Ben Zobrist. Carl Crawford, thanks for playing. Then Evan Longoria swinging. Morrow strikes out the side in the 1st. To the 6th now. 2 outs. Morrow hasn't allowed a hit yet. Zobrist makes contact. The drive to center, Vernon Wells on his horse at the track and into the wall. Wells, who drove in the only run of the game, dislocates a toe on the play, and he would leave. What a grab. Morrow, no hits, 11 Ks, 1 walk through 6 to the 7th. Still dealing and still working it. Facing Carl Crawford, the All-Star. No, Morrow, 12 K. Next batter, Longoria. Longoria later said that Morrow was putting guys away better than anybody I've ever seen. And the Rays have been no-hit a couple times. Later in the 7th, Dan Johnson. Hard to first, Lyle Overbay botching it for the air, and Johnson is on. Clearly an error by Overbay on the grounder. No-hitter, still intact for Morrow. Next batter, it's Matt Joyce. 14th K for the righty, no-hitter through 7. We go to the 8th. Morrow still dealing it and getting it done. John Jaso says so. Looking there, 15th K. B.J. Upton swinging. Next batter, it's Willie Ibar trying to do something as a pinch hitter. And Ibar, he'll fly out to Dwayne Wise. Now remember, Wise made the catch in the Mark Burley perfect game last year against the Rays. So the no-hitter intact through 8 to the 9th. Bartlett. 3 outs away is Morrow, and he'll fly out to Wise. So now 2 outs away. Brandon Morrow. Great stuff. Used to be a bullpen guy, now getting the start here. 2 batters later after a walk. Crawford. Soft fly to left. Travis Snyder's there. And we're 1 out away from the 6th no-hitter this season. Longoria at the plate. And he said afterwards he guessed on a fastball coming on the outside, and he'll guess right. Aaron Hill gets leather on it, but it gets past him. So no more no-no with 2 outs in the 9th. Official score, Dave Perkins working just his 3rd game, had no doubt saying base hit all the way. Hill said he wished he could have gotten an error on the play. Morrow's so close, he still has to go for a shutout to finish this game. So runners on 1st and 3rd, 2 outs, and he gets Johnson to end it. 17th K, the Blue Jays win 1-0, and they sweep the Rays. Morrow, 137 pitches, 9 innings of work, 17 Ks once again, and getting that Gatorade shower. And come on, it's going to happen. Where's the pie? Matter of time, right there.
Well, that's a double dip right there.
Freedom. Let's roll for truth. Let's roll Monday's top plays. Rays, Tigers at number 10. Johnny Peralta, liner to 3rd. Evan Longoria had hops for pregame. Rays won and ended a 5-game losing streak.
Never Tigers to stay a half game behind the Yankees. You saw what the Yankees did in Texas. Justin Verlander not having it. Evan Longoria chasing that breaking ball. Matt Joyce, the cheese too much for him. Willie Ibar served him up a curve, and he couldn't do anything with that. B.J. Upton swinging. Jason Bartlett May I help you? No thanks. I'm just looking. After a leadoff double in the fifth, 96 miles per hour. Take that, Dan Johnson. Next batter, Ben Zobrist. Verlander went on a stretch where he struck out 7 of 8 batters. Gave up 1 run on 6 hits in 6 innings. Top 6, Tigers up 1-0. Evan Longoria off Verlander. Longoria would score later to tie the game at 1. That was the 1 run we told you about. Later in the 6th, tied at 1, runners on first and second. Jason Bartlett. Brennan Bosch, diving catch, and then over to second for the double play. Now, I do believe we may see Mr. Bosch later in the show. Game still tied at 1. Bottom 6, tied at 1. Critical play of the game. Ryan Rayburn, 2-run shot. Tigers up 3-1 on Rayburn's 4th. We go to the 9th. Jose Valverde in to close it down. Tigers up 3-2 and 2 outs. Dan Johnson up. That's not going to hurt a bit. Tigers hold on to win at 3-2. Valverde's 22nd save of the year. Verlander said avoiding the sweep was huge. First divot. Replace your divot. Number 4, Knights and Bulls. Charlotte and Durham. Listen up.
Thayer has it. He flips behind his back in time at first, and they got Reed. And that's nifty. They got to get that on SportCenter.
That pegs the Mark Burley meter.
1972. All right, so the Rays get a rare favor from the Royals. They beat the Yanks. So could Tampa Bay take advantage by beating Buck in Baltimore? Jeremy Hellickson gets Nick Markakis to pop the ball up. Evan Longoria chasing. How about that grab? As you know, that's a tough ballpark to drop the catch, pop flies. So the defense getting it done for Hellickson. What about the offense? Carl Crawford goes big fly. Crawford, his first home run since July the 26th. And then at the bottom of the 3rd, Crawford, a RBI single. Crawford 3 for 4, 2 RBIs in the day. And the Rays had a 2-1 lead. Top of the 4th, Hellickson pretty much would do the rest. Here gets Scott. Jeremy Hellickson, it becomes the first pitcher in the modern era since 1900 to open his career with 3 straight starts in which he pitched at least 6 innings, allowing 3 hits or fewer. Sign this kid up.
2.84 ERA. He's on the right side of your screen. And Lee, 10-5, 2.57 ERA. Rays got 2 off Lee in the bottom of the 5th. Top 6, Rangers 2 on Vladimir Guerrero. Into the shirt of Sean Rodriguez. You got to be wearing a Lycra uniform there. And so instead of an inning ender, that's a dead ball. The bases are loaded. The Rangers are alive. Freaky play. Remember, this is the same place where they got the catwalk and all that deal. Next batter, Jorge Cantu. Price's favorite movie, Heat. 98 miles an hour. Sit down. Bottom 6, Lee. Throwing strikes, so there are times he's in and out in a hurry. That's the 2nd pitch of the inning. Jason Bartlett flies out. 0-2 pitch to Carl Crawford. He strikes out. Evan Longoria, first pitch, flies out. Lee on the field for 2 minutes and 5 seconds, throws only 6 pitches, which means Price, get back in there in a hurry. First batter, Benji Molina, deep. Carl Crawford for the catch. And somebody's GPS is out of whack. I mean, look, look how he missed this. I mean, he's high enough. He's not even close to it. Next batter. Oh, missed it. Price walks David Murphy on 4 pitches, and that's it for him. 6 innings, 5 hits, 8 strikeouts, and Joe Madden's going to bring in Chad Qualls. Rangers scored a run on a double play. Elvis Andrus.
We got to win this game.
Ground ball up the middle. Rodriguez to stop. The tying run scores. 2-2. Texas with 2 more in the 8th against 4 Rays pitchers. So you got bottom 8, 4-2, and you're facing Cliff Lee. Runners on the corner, 1 out. Crawford, ground ball. Joaquin Arias goes to second. Jason Bartlett beats the throw. A run scores. Joe Madden praising Bartlett. Hustle after the game, so that was the play of the game. Longoria base hit. Bartlett scores. We're tied. Next batter, Carlos Pena base hit. Crawford scores. Lee gives up 4 in the 8th. 7 2/3, 9 hits, 6 earned, and the Rays come back and beat the Rangers 6-4.
Number 10, Rangers and Rays. Elvis Andrus at the plate. It's not about him. It's about Ben Zobrist. David Murphy trying to score. Zobrist said, I don't think so. Kelly Shopping gets an assist on this top play because he blocked the play in his past 19 games. So now when we say that, you know what's coming. Derek Holland called up from AAA. He gave it up. Longoria took it out. 16th of the year, Rays up 2-0. Longoria 3 for 4, home run, pair doubles, and 4 RBI. Taylor Teagarden off James Shields. Rangers cut it down to just 2-1. The Rays have been messing with Texas. Teagarden, one of those catwalk jobs at Tropicana Field. Shields, 2 runs, 4 hits over 7 innings. He had struggled in his 2 previous starts. Mitch Moreland at bat in an 8-4 game, 2-run shot. That'll cut it to 8-6. The Rangers keep fighting. Rafael Soriano trying to close it down, facing Teagarden. That'll help. 2 away. Next batter is Joaquin Arias. And that's not going to hurt a bit. Rays win at 8-6 to complete the sweep. They've won 5 in a row. The Rangers have had all sorts of problems with the AL East. They've been swept in a series by 4 of the 5 teams.
Organization, it's not fairy tale. 120 games into the season, Rays tied with the Yankees for baseball's best record at Oakland, and Carlos Pena gives them a 2-1 lead in the top of the 4th. 2-run shot off Trevor Cahill, 24th for Pena. Now check out the fan up from his seat, across half a section, plus the aisle, into another section, makes the catch. This guy's name's Lee Wilson. And Lee loves him some $5 baseballs. We go back to September of 01. Barry Bonds. And look who's got long arms there. It's Lee Wilson. Lee Wilson with a flashback on SportCenter. I mean, the form is outstanding. Full extension.
Those aren't the same jeans, are they?
God, I hope not. They may be, though. Bottom 4, Mark Ellis, foul ball. Ball boy down. Stop. Gives the ball to the lady. Now put some sugar on it. Somebody's embarrassed. Top 6, 3-1 Rays. Matt Joyce. Play of the game. Coco Chris taking away a 2-run homer. Top play nominee. We went from sugar to sweet, sour if you're Joyce and the Rays. Still 3-1, and the Rays could have used those runs because bottom 6, 3-2, 2-on. Cliff Pennington against Dan Wheeler. He drives in 2. A's take a 4-3 lead. They win by that score. Cahill, .90 ERA over his last 5 starts.
So the Yankees lost. Bottom 6, A's down 3-2. Nobody on. Jack Cust off Jeremy Hellickson. Solo shot for Cust, his 9th of the year. And the A's tied at 3. Top 7 now, same score. Jerry Blevins to Ben Zobrist. Out of the yard. Solo shot for Zobrist, his 7th of the year. Rays retake the lead 4-3, back and forth they went. Bottom 8 after an A's sacrifice fly. Tied the game. Runners on the corners now. Cliff Pennington over to second. Zobrist, whoops. Throw to first, not in time. Kevin Kuzminoff scores on the Zobrist error. A's take a 5-4 lead. Top 9, same score. B.J. Upton. Ball took a funny hop off the mound. Pennington, nice stop, gets up. Quick throw to first for the out. Great play by Pennington, so there's 2 away. Next batter, Jason Bartlett is down. Craig Breslow gets him, so the Rays not able to capitalize. The A's take it 5-4. Rays and A's. Rajay Davis to B.J. Upton. Look at that catch. Super slow motion, you can really see.
3-0 since they lost to the Yankees on July 18th. Bottom 1st, Mark Ellis pops one into left center. Carl Crawford tries to make the diving catch. Ball drops. A's lead 2-0. Price, 43 pitches in the first inning. That is a career high. Let's go to the 6th. Game tied at 2. Mark Ellis, this time into the right center field gap. That scores Barton. Price, 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 earned, 5 strikeouts. He would get a no decision. The Rays, though, they know how to come back. Top 8, they trail 4-3. Sean Rodriguez, dish. Gone off Craig Breslow. Rodriguez is 8th. The Rays have won 6 of 8.
Thanks out in Oakland, Dallas. Braden taking on Tampa Bay. You know, the last time Braden faced the Rays, he threw a perfect game. Mother's Day, May 9th. Gabe Kapler grounded out to end the game. That moment is proudly printed on the outfield wall at the Coliseum. And they don't have a lot to be proud of out there in Oakland these days. Top of the 6th, tied at 1. Runners in the corners. Evan Longoria doubles down the left field line. So not going to be a perfect game here. Bringing home Jason Bartlett and Carl Crawford. So the Rays have a 3-1 lead. Now the Braden-Garza matchup, just the 3rd time in the last 20 years that both starters threw no-hitters earlier in the same season. Garza, 7 2/3, 4 hits, 1 earned, 3 strikeouts. Bottom 9, A's trail 3-1. Runner on second and 2 down. Gabe Gross doubles down the right field line. They got a lot of foul territory out there in Oakland. Kurt Suzuki scores. A's trail 3-2, and then Rafael Soriano strikes out Cliff Pennington. Despite 15 consecutive quality starts by
played more than 1,700 games as a player, managed 3,500 more. That is a lot of baseball, and that can test your patience. His tearful farewell to the game on Sunday, not the emotional outpouring usually associated with Lou Piniella.
Break it up! Come on! Don't ever do that to me! Come on! Come on! All year. You don't want to be treated like a man.
Piniella springs out of the dugout.
I don't care about feelings, okay? Let's take feelings out of this. Then just get the sign and throw it. Don't shake and make the think that there's possibly a curveball coming. Possibly. What a win. You can see why you lose 105 games. Kick some dirt on the guy, and that was it.
What's the message when we're kicking dirt?
What's the message? I don't know. What is it? What do you want it to be? You write whatever you like, and you create your own message.
His poor head has been taking a beating.
All right, so now the Rays with an opportunity to tie the Yankees in the East with a win in Anaheim. James Shields could tie the all-time wins record for the franchise with a win Monday. Scott Kazmir holds that record, 55 wins. They haven't been around that long. He played for the Rays from 2004 to 2009, and Kazmir now pitching for the Angels. And guess who was starting Monday against the Rays? First pitch of the game, B.J. Upton says, let's get this party started, right? Let's get this party started quickly. Upton's 12, Rays up 1-0. 5 hits, 4 runs, 5 in the third for Kazmir. Bottom 5 now, Angels down 4-2, 2 on for Torrey Hunter, but Shields will take care of him 6-4-3, and he's out of the jam. Bottom 6, man on third, 2 out for Jeff Mathis, and Shields will handle this one himself. Struck out 10, went 6 innings, 2 earned runs on 8 hits. We'll just ruin the drama. He got number 55 because Rafael Soriano had his back. He struck out the side in the 9th. 38 save and 40 chances for him. The Rays take it 4-3.
Looking for something to happen this weekend at where? St. Pete. You got it.
You got it. Yeah, I know that even out here.
First inning, Victor Martinez off David Price. Red Sox strike first on Martinez's 11th of the year. Now the Rays have the tying run on second. Jason Bartlett. Base knocked to center. B.J. Upton trying to score from second, but he is thrown out by a beautiful throw from Darnell McDonald. Nifty tag from Martinez, and Upton is out. 2 batters later, John Lester gets Evan Longoria looking. 10 Ks and 7 innings for Lester, who had never lost in this dojo coming in. Next half inning, Martinez takes Price deep again, becoming the first player to hit 2 homers in the same game off Price. Martinez had 2 homers in his last 37 games coming in. To the 9th, Jonathan Papelbon. Runners on base, gets John Jaso looking. Red Sox gain a game on the Rays. They win 3-1. Price loses at home for
4.5 games behind the AL East co-leaders, looking to chip away some more against the Rays. Bottom of the 7th, Rays trailing. Matt Joyce at the plate. Clay Buchholz, who's been lights out as of late, throws the ball away. Carlos Pena goes to third. Later in the at-bats, Matt Joyce, fly ball down the right field line. Now J.D. Drew is going to get some stick for making his play. It's a great catch, but allows Pena to tag and score from third, game tied at 1. Top of the 8th, same score, 2 out. Victor Martinez gets hold of one, a solo shot to right. His 13th of the year, Red Sox up 2-1. Look, B.J. Upton, he'll match that, a solo shot to left. Home run number 13, game tied at 2. We go to extra innings. Bottom of the 10th, score cut tied at 2. Dan Johnson, Poseidon Release the Kraken. The Rays win in extra innings 3-2. They've won 9 of 14 against the Red Sox this season.
All right, 4.5 or 6.5. What's it going to be? It's a big difference. Red Sox vision the Rays on ESPN Sunday Night Baseball. As you can see, Carl Crawford owns John Lackey. So why would Lackey be surprised in the bottom of the 6th when Crawford takes him up and out? Crawford's 15th homer of the year. He's got his number. After intentionally walking Carlos Pena in the 6th, Lackey walks Matt Joyce to load the bases. The next batter is Dan Johnson, the hero. On Saturday, Johnson singles to center. Evan Longoria scores. Carlos Pena trying to score from second, but Darnell McDonald throws him out. Nice throw to get Pena at home plate, and Pena sliding, spikes up. That looks like left thigh neighborhood. Martinez shaken up, stayed in the game. He's tough. He's a big league catcher. Rays up 4-3. First and second, bottom of the 7th. Longoria base hit. John Jaso's going to score from second. Ben Zobrist will slide into third, and Longoria in the second. Lackey 6 and a third, 9 hits, 5 earned. Top of the 9th. Last chance for the Red Sox. Rafael Soriano in to close. Paul Emmel says Jed Lowry didn't check his swing. That's how it ends. Red Sox now 6.5 behind both the Rays and
the ballpark. Let's not be confused with bobblehead. The first 10,000 fans get one. We've been talking about the Rays attendance. They had just under 15,000 on Wednesday. Price 3-0 with a .39 ERA against the Blue Jays this season. Top 2, Evan Longoria. The hot shot by Aaron Hill, the hot stop by Longoria. Top 4, still no score. Jose Bautista. How about Jason Bartlett? He had hops for his pregame. 8 innings, 1 run, 7 Ks for Price. We're tied at 1, bottom 8, 2 on. Longoria, the base hit off Scott Downs. Ben Zobrist scores from second, and the Rays up 2-1. They've got a 2-1 lead. We're in the top of the 9th. Runner on third, 2 outs. Rafael Soriano gets John Buck to fly out to Carl Crawford. That is the 40th save this season for Soriano. And Tampa Bay wins it 2-1.
Would he wrestle in it?
I think he might.
Would you wrestle him in it?
I don't think that's appropriate.
Number 6, Jays and Rays. Evan Longoria throws to first in time for the out. We got more from this game coming up.
On a revolution.
Number 4, Jays and Rays again. Adam Lynn. It's not about him. It's Sean Rodriguez's moment. Another barehanded play. Seems to be the theme here in top plays. Barehanded plays and great.
One shot ain't enough, Jack. You better make it 3 from the Jays-Rays game. At number 3, Jason Bartlett brought his long arm.
Pressure on the Rays now to keep pace. They've won 5 of 6 at Camden Yards against the Orioles. James Shields, 4-0 in his career in Baltimore. Nick Markakis doesn't care about your stinking stats. 9th home run of the year, and the Orioles up 2-1 in the bottom of the 1st. To the third, bases loaded. Matt Wieters lines a double into the right field corner. Couple come in. Shields pulled after 4 1/3. It's 5-1. Jeremy Hellickson now making his first relief appearance since being called back up for the minors. Felix P.A. It stays in the yard and eventually falls out. That's what you call a ground rule double. Buck Showalter winning his 900th career game as a manager owes.
Run headlong into the Buck truck in Baltimore. Top 6, Rays down 4-1. Christian Tillman gives up a long one to Evan Longoria. Corey Patterson back there thought he had a chance over his glove. 2-run shot, 20th of the season. Rays down 4-3. And did you know, with the homer, Longoria, 5th player in big league history to have 20 home runs, 30 doubles in his first 3 seasons. The other 4, Ted Williams, DiMaggio, Orlando Cepeda, and Pujols. You probably didn't know that. I don't think your neighbor did. It was for his benefit. Bottom 6, Orioles up 6-5. Nick Markakis off Chad Qualls with 2 on. A little single. Josh Bell comes to the plate. I have him as safe, as is the home plate umpire. O's go up 7-5. It's 8-5 when Rocco Baldelli gets him a little closer off Mike Gonzalez. 2-run homer, first of the season for Rocco. It's 8-7 in the 9th. 2 outs, same numbers. Kojei Uhara gets Longoria, strikes him out. Orioles win at 8-7, take 2 of 3.
At Fenway. He's got a 4-0 lead, bottom 2nd. He's now got a 4-2 lead. Adrian Beltre, 2-run shot is 27th. Bottom 3rd, Marco Scutaro. He goes inside fastball. You saw Beltre go high fastball. That's solo. Scudero would hit 2 home runs in this game. Still in the third, David Ortiz. He goes outside fastball. Solo shot. His 29th. We're tied. And in the bottom of the 5th, Victor Martinez goes low fastball solo. His 15th. Garza, 4 1/3, 6 runs, 4 homers allowed. He had allowed 5 runs total in his previous 5 starts. Sox up 6-5, still in the 5th. Bill Hall, hot shot. Evan Longoria, the stop. Carlos Pena can't handle the bounce. Ryan Kalish scores. 11-5 final, 5 homers. But it's the Rays up 4-0 in the top of the first off Brett Cecil, and it's Ben Zobrist who's ordering taters. His 10th. Tampa Bay 6-0 before Toronto has batted. Bottom 5, it's 8-3, 1 on, 2 out. Bartender. How about a shot of Jose Bautista off James Shields, his 45th. It's an 8-5 game, now 8-6. Bottom 7, 1 out, 1 on, 2 out. Bartender, please pour another shot for me. Bautista again. 46 on the season. Second of the game. This dude never had more than 16 in a season. Top 9, tied at 8, 2 on, 1 out. Kevin Gregg pitching. Sean Rodriguez grounder. They get the out at second, but Yunel Escobar's throw to first is wide. Evan Longoria scores what proves to be the winning run. The Rays win it 9-8.
Had to play extra innings once again Tuesday in St. Pete. Yankees on a 4-game losing streak. Alex Rodriguez says, I got your 4-game losing streak right here. His 23rd of the season off Matt Garza, 44th of his career against the Rays. Garza, 4 2/3, 9 hits, 6 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 Ks. Yankees out to a 5-0 lead. Bottom 5, Rays coming back. Down 6-4, Willie Ibar. Pinch hit, 3-run shot off Boone Logan, who had a streak of 25 scoreless innings. Rays with a 7-run 5th, and they take a 7-6 lead. Top 6, Yankees answer back. Robinson Cano broke his bat. Curtis Granderson scores. 3 RBI for Cano. 98 on the season. That's a career high for him. The Yankees tied up at 7. Back and forth they went. Bottom 9, still tied at 7. Ben Zobrist. That's well hit. Curtis Granderson. That's well played. Check out Granderson. Laying out to help out David Robertson, so they will go to extra innings again. Rays up a half game coming in. Yanks on a 4-game losing streak. Jorge Posada 0 for 10 as a pinch hitter this season. Until that, off Dan Wheeler, number 18 for Posada. And the Yankees up 8-7. Bottom 10, Mariano Rivera on for the first time since that blown save against Texas on Saturday. 1 on, no out. Evan Longoria. That one's going to the wall. Curtis Granderson under this one, puts it away. Carl Crawford doesn't tag. So 1 away now. Next batter is Matt Joyce. 2-1 count for him. And there goes Carl Crawford. Posada's throw is there. Derek Jeter can't handle it. Ball gets away. Check out Posada. He's like, I got him, I got him, I got him. Oh, we didn't get it. So Crawford now in scoring position. Full count now. Joyce with a fly ball. Greg Golson's out in right field. Makes the catch. Crawford is going to try to take third. Crawford said, I always make it on that play. That's why I win. Not this time. Golson with a rocket to Alex Rodriguez. Makes the tag. That ends the game. Here's Joe Madden and Golson about how it ended.
When you're facing Rivera, you do take chances versus Rivera because he does not give up many hits. If that ball hits him and bounds off of him right there, all of a sudden we score another run. Golson made a great throw. That was a fabulous throw that he made.
What's the feeling when he's called out?
Just the best way to describe it would be yes. You know, just a loud yes, and everyone running out to right field. That usually doesn't happen. People don't run out to right field.
The Yankees finally get a yes after 4 straight no's, and they win at 8-7. Rivera 30 saves for the 13th time. Third act from Tropicana Field in St. Pete. This one a fitting finale, given the drama involved once again. Bottom 5, Rays down 1-0. Runner on third for Dan Johnson. There goes off Phil Hughes. Johnson's 4th of the year. The Rays go up 2-1. Top 7, same score. Key moment in the game. Chad Qualls in the game facing Derek Jeter. Qualls appears to hit Jeter with the pitch. Jeter backs off like he's in pain. He's awarded first base. But Joe Madden thinks it hit the bat first. Let's listen. Now, it sounds like it hit Wood first. Madden comes out to argue, but he's ejected eventually.
There was nobody that was demonstrative in regard to the fact that the ball had hit him in the hand or the wrist, whatever. Nobody knew that. but everybody knew that the ball had hit the bat. So for me, it was easy logic to reverse the decision.
Where did that ball hit?
The bat.
And?
Huh?
Did you just milk it?
Well, I mean, he told me to go to first, but I'm not going to tell him I'm not going to go to first.
You kind of shook your arm there. Was there vibration or was that acting?
Vibration. And acting, both.
Hey, sometimes acting pays. And maybe Madden argued so much because he knows what can happen if you give that potent Yankee lineup extra base runners. That's what can happen. Curtis Granderson, a 2-run shot. Would have been a solo shot if Jeter's not on. Granderson's 18th. Yankees go up 3-2. Trying to protect their half-game lead in the AL East. Bottom 7, it's Johnson again. Another 2-run shot, once again off Hughes. Madden said, this guy does nothing but get big hits. That was after the game, after he was allowed to talk again. 5th home run of the season for Johnson, all 5 against the AL East. 4 RBI tied a career high for Johnson. And you see, that's faux Madden up in the stands as compared to the actual Joe Madden. And he's digging it too. Top 9, same score, can't throw him out. 1 on, 2 out, Rafael Soriano facing Alex Rodriguez. More drama in this series. It just wouldn't end, but it ended there. The Rays win it 4-3. They're back in first place in the AL East. Here's number 9, Yankees and Rays, Colin Curtis. It's not about him. It's about the ball boy. We actually know his name. His name is Chris Marker. Made the great catch, and then, oh, he does it again. Give him a number and put his name. Friday night, he struggled a bit against the Rangers this season. 0-3, 6.38 ERA in 4 starts against the Rangers. But he had to go on Friday against Elvis Andrus. No-hitter through 6. He retired 21 straight batters after a walk to his first batter of the game. Top 8, Felix still with a no-hitter. First batter is Nelson Cruz. And, well, so much for that. Rangers down 2-1, no-hitter broken up. Later in the 8th, runners on 2nd and 3rd, 2 out. He gets Andrus again. Hernandez strikes out 8 batters in 8 innings, leading the Mariners to a 2-1 win. Walked just 1, and he retakes the Major League lead.
He's been swinging a bat made from the wood of a tree felled by lightning. Bottom 2 off Dan Herron. That's his 3rd in his last 2 games, 6th of the season. There were 2 outs. The Rays tie the game at 1. Herron had a nice night, struck out a season-high 10. Bottom 6. It's Herron again getting victimized. This time Carl Crawford. Bobby Abreu didn't bring his long arm. 2-out shot again. 2 score. Rays tie the game at 3. Bottom 8, bases loaded, 2 outs. Michael Kahn gets Johnson looking. He's not happy. And Kahn is going to get his first Major League win because in the top of the 9th, Brandon Wood gets his 11th career home run. Mired in a 3-for-43 slump off Dan Wheeler. Wood, good Wood. Angels win at 4-3 is your final.
Rays Cy Young candidate David Price trying to keep pace with the pinstripes, taking on the Angels. Juan Rivera with 2 on. 3-run blast. Angels now up 3-2 in the 7th. And Price, he went 7 innings, gave up 3 earned, another quality start. Bottom of the 9th, Rays down to their last strike. Dan Johnson facing Fernando Rodney. And how about survival? Johnson safe at first after a Matt Joyce single. Carlos Pena to right. Pinch runner Desmond Jennings scores. We're tied at 3. Free baseball at the Trop. The Trop. Bottom of the 10th now, Willie Ibar. Look at the throw. Mike Napoli can't get Brandon Wood's throw, and the Rays in walk-off fashion win 4-3. They stay a half game back.
Tampa Bay Rays best road record in the majors. There's Joe Torre, 12 seasons, 4 World Series as the Yankees skipper. Commissioner Bud Selig with Joanne Steinbrenner, the widow of the late George Steinbrenner, who died in July at the age of 80. This sculpture is 7 by 5 feet, 760 pounds. I guess the plaque is the better way to put it. Mariano Rivera there looking at it. I mean, what a piece that is. Bottom 3, Curtis Granderson celebrating off Matt Garza, his 20th. What's up with Matt Garza? Rays lost Garza's last 8 starts against the Yankees. 6th inning, it's 4-1. Yankees, bases loaded, no outs. Ivan Nova gets Evan Longoria, 5-4-3 double play, 1-run scores. Nova out, Chad Godin in, gave up a single, made it 4-3. Bases loaded walk, ties it at 4. We go bottom 6. Yankees back up 5-4. And if some is good, more is better. It's Granderson again, this time off Grant Balfour. That's 20 and 21 you've seen in the highlight. Yankees up 8-4, and Matt Garza, not happy. All right, Yankees up 8-5, top 9. Mariano Rivera, 2 blown saves in September. First time in his career with 2 blown saves in September or later. Man on second, 2 outs. Longoria singles. Ben Zobrist scores. And we've got a 2-run game. Mariano Rivera hit Dan Johnson, so he puts the tying run on first. Matt Joyce. Rejoice? No. Ground out to first. Game over. Yankees win. 8-6 is your final game.
So Mr. Everett waffles and a Stella Artois. I don't get it. Number 7, Rays and Yankees. Nick Swisher over to first. Carlos Pena to second for the out. The relay to first is low, but James Shields, he's the pitcher, makes the great. He looks like a first baseman. And he
bottom 5, Rays 3-2. Jason Vargas, Ben Zobrist. The bunt down the first base line. Jason Bartlett scores. It's 4-2. 2 batters later, Ryan Roland Smith, the former starter in relief, facing Carlos Pena. That's a pass ball. Willie Ibar scores. It's 5-2. We go top 9. Rafael Soriano facing Ichiro, who's went 2 for 5 in this game. This is one of the 2. Soriano's 44 save. That's a franchise record. Rays win 5-3, their 3rd straight win. Their magic number to clinch a playoff berth is down to 3.
The Rays hoping the paying customers on Tuesday will get to celebrate a playoff spot with them. Rays needed just to win over the Orioles to make the playoffs. Saw Price on the mound. Attendance less than 18,000, less than half of the Tropicana field capacity. Price doing his thing though. Ty Wigginton down. Matt Wieters down. Adam Jones just looking. Price said he knew he had to pitch well after what he said about the crowd, because he would certainly hear from him if he did. Carlos Pena at the plate, batting under 200 entering the game, working on his swing during pregame with Rays manager Joe Madden. Pena with only 1 home run in the month of September entering Tuesday's game. Rays looking to get him straightened out before the playoffs. Back to the bottom of the 4th. I think you know what's coming. And I think you know what's going. That ball off Pena. Off Brad Burgess in his 28th of the season, and the Rays up 3-0. Top 6, Rays up 5-0. Price still doing his thing. Jake Fox got him. Nick Markakis got him too. Price, 8 innings, no earned runs, struck out 80 loud, only 1 runner past second base. Top 9 now. Rays still up 5-0. 2 outs. Champagne on ice. Rafael Soriano on the close.
The 1-2 pitch to Jones. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. It's time to top the course. The Rays are going back to the postseason here in 2010.
Now, 40,000 people will say they were there. Rays take it 5-0, and they're in the playoffs for the 2nd time in 3 years.
And I was more nervous for this start than I was for, coming in for Game 7 or pitching in the World Series or any other time. This was probably my most nerve-wracking start, and we came out here and we responded well, and it was big for us.
I can't speak volumes about how great it is to go from losing to winning and how good it feels, to see the transformation happen and to be a part of it. It's so special for me.
Some guys that are celebrating for the first time. You ready? That was a pretty good move. You knew to get the goggles on in time. I owe you something. I owe you one.
The Rays having fun. Again, 2nd playoff berth in franchise history. The last time, in 2008, of course, they went all the way to the World Series before they fell to the Phillies. This from a team that finished in last place in 9 of their first 10 seasons. Tickets to try to pack the house on Wednesday, and it worked. A capacity crowd of almost 37,000 there. The tickets were gone 45 minutes before first pitch. Rays broke out the plaid hats. They wore plaid blazers during the road trip last month, so they said, hey, let's do it for the hats. Let's see how it worked. Top 3rd, scoreless. Jeff Neiman on the mound. Cesar Izturis with a bunt. John Jaso with a great diving grab. And I think we may see him during top plays. Rays would get out of the inning without giving up a run. Bottom 4, still scoreless. Jaso on first base. Ben Zobrist, well hit. Felix P.A. makes the grab, and check out this throw to second. Jaso trying to tag up. He's out by a mile. And that could be a top play as well. Top 7 still scoreless. Luke Scott. B.J. Upton nearly doubles up Nick Markakis at first base. And again, we're not making any promises, but that could be a top play. Bottom 7, Orioles up 2-0. Upton facing Kevin Millwood with the bases loaded. Upton down swinging. Millwood struck out 7, went 7 innings, gave up just 2 hits. He's a hater. Plenty of people to cheer, not much to cheer about as the Rays go down 2-0. Now, when we showed this play earlier, we said there was no guarantee, but what do you know? John Jaso made top plays. The bunt in foul territory from Cesar Torres, but Jaso not to be denied.
Matt Garza and the Rays entered Thursday with a half-game lead in the AL East, visiting the Royals in front of over 20,000 fans. 9,000 more than Monday at the Trop when the Rays clinched the playoff spot. Oh, boy. So they watched Matt Garza go down and land awkwardly. Ooh, that was not good in the first inning, getting that right leg caught up in the turf. He would stay in the game. And Garza, with a runner at third facing Kila Ka'aihua. And Mike Avila coming in because Carlos Pena's throw at home was off. Royals up 3-0. Zach Greinke, he won the Cy Young last year. A rough year for him this season, but he's never beaten the Rays, and he looked pretty good last night. Going 7 strong, 2 earned runs, 9 Ks. Joakim Soria getting his 36th straight save, and he gets the win for Zach Greinke, his first against the Rays.
All wet in Kansas City. James Shields, ERA 7 in his last 5 starts. It's not going to get any better. Bottom 1, 2 on. Billy Butler grounds to Shields, to Zobrist to Pena, Pena to Shopik. Gregor Blanco is called safe. Joe Madden's going to come out and argue this one. It does not look like he touched the plate, but he's called safe, so that would be not accurately called. Bottom 3, still 1-0. Gerard Dyson, he's going to triple against Shields. Blanco's your next batter. He's going to triple against Shields. The Rays are nearly 30 games better in the win-loss column than the Royals, but you would not know it by what's happened Thursday and Friday in Kansas City. Shields, 5 innings, 12 hits, 6 earned. Royals win 7-0. Bruce Chen throws his first career shutout.
The Rays would be in the driver's seat with a win against Kansas City. Evan Longoria's missed his last 8 games with that straight left quad, make it 9 straight as a precaution. Top 3, Rays lead 2-0, Carl Crawford. Carl Crawford with his career best 19th home run, putting the Rays up 3-0. Top 5, David Price coming out of the pen to get in line to start game 1 of the ALDS. Rays up 4-0, 1 out. Price gets Mike Avila swinging. Next batter, Billy Butler will line out to Dan Johnson. 8 Rays pitchers combined on the shutout. The Rays with a winning record against every team in the AL.
The Rays were in Kansas City, but we start first in Boston, where Joe Girardi and the Yankees trying to do their thing. Bottom of the 5th, tied at 2, 1 on, 2 out for Jed Lowry. The Yankees electing to start Dustin Mosley in this game. That'd be the first of 2 home runs for Lowry on the day, and the Red Sox had a 4-2 lead. So what do you say we check out Kansas City? Some 7 minutes after the Lowry home run, it's Alex Gordon in the bottom of the 4th off of Wade Davis, his 8th of the year, and Kansas City enjoys a 2-0 lead. Quickly, we travel back to the Fens. This is only 90 seconds later. David Ortiz batting. Yanks play their normal shift, and Big Papi drops down a little bunt. Easy infield single. Ortiz's batting average at 270, and even 270 was the final game for David Ortiz in a Red Sox uniform. Top of the 8th, Yanks down 8-2. Robinson Cano, milestone time. Cano's 200th base hit of the season. Let's head back to Kansas City now. Top of the 9th, the Rays are down 2. 2 on for Carlos Pena. Again, the Rays certainly know what's going on the out-of-town scoreboard, trying to take care of their own business. Pena down the left field line. Gordon can't get there. Carl Crawford and Matt Joyce score on the double, and so the Rays have tied the game at 2. 7 minutes later in Boston, we're in the 9th inning. Yanks are down 8-4, 2 on and 2 out for Alex Rodriguez. And he's going to ground out to third. The Red Sox double up the Yanks, so New York will have to settle for the American League wild card. Now, I mean seconds after that final out, the good news does spread, and it spread right into the Rays dugout. They're still playing the bottom of the 9th. They're tied at 2, and the Rays have learned they have won the AL East and home field advantage. But the champagne would remain on ice. Of course, they got to play 11 innings in Kansas City. 2 outs for Alex Gordon, and Jeff Neiman gets him. Again, the bubbly still on hold. Top 12, Rays the runner on second. Kelly Shopik through the legs of Wilson Benamet. Rocco Baldelli scores. The Rays take a 3-2 lead. 3 outs from the good stuff. And then Rafael Soriano strikes out Aviles to end the game. The Rays are AL East champs. Hey, Chris Singleton, who's the favorite to win the pennant?